hope everything works this time. That'd be cool. Whoops. Now we're gonna get started here in a minute. Just give me a second. Give people a minute to get in here while I edit my details and shit. What up, Jay? Name the stream. PETA would not approve of this. I don't know why the live stream shit is so complicated. There we go. I found it. Yay! Or transgender Santa caught giving kids candy. Oh, I'm doing that. That's what I'm calling it. That's the name of the stream now. That's the Oh, that's so fucking funny. If they can make up headlines, so can we. Oh, that is so clever. I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. There was something I was going to talk about, but I completely forgot. Oh, that's... I don't know why I'm so fucking forgetful. Transgender Santa. That's what I named it. It is now called Transgender Santa Caught Giving Kids Candy. Jay just named the stream. I know, I'm late. I don't even know if anybody's going to show up to this one because I'm so late. I'm late and I didn't schedule the stream this time, so nobody knew I was going live. That's okay. I hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving with their family. Good family time. I'm just gonna watch some shit. And if people want to join in, they're more than welcome. Or I might play a game. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might play more of that. I might play more of that. What was that game called? Mouthwashing? I might play more of that. If I'm going to be the only one in here, I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm just playing. I have fun. I have fun with myself. That's fun. You did have good family time? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I also had good family time. There was that fucking Joy Reid telling people that, or they were telling people to avoid their family for Thanksgiving or whatever because they voted for Trump or some shit. Oh, that was fucking stupid. Because my entire family voted for Kamala, and we still were able to have a wholesome Thanksgiving as a family. And me and my family aren't exactly, it's not like we're overachieving, like top of the line nuclear family. We're just regular people. So is everybody else just incapable of being civil with people who disagree with them? Are they that immature? What's going on there, bruh? Did you know there's a Steam game called Cuckold Simulator? I thought it was. I heard of a game called Click Holding. There's a game called Click Hold, where yeah, it does look like you're cucking this dude, but you're just clicking this thing. You're clicking a clicker, and he just wants you to keep clicking the clicker. I saw somebody playing that. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Markiplier I saw playing that. But oh, it was funny. Transgender Santa caught giving kids candy. Oh, that's such a funny title. People are going to think I'm the transgender Santa because I'm wearing a Santa hat. Just regular people having regular times. Yep. That's how it was at my house, dude. Nobody talked about politics. My family doesn't talk about politics. Oh, wait, it's an actual game? Wait, hold on. So it's not Click Hold that you're talking about. You're talking about a different game entirely. Like actual, like, cuckolding? I'm okay, wait. Are you actually watching people fuck? Like, in the game? Because if so, that would be wild, dude. The Santa hat made me think of it. Well, now everybody's gonna think I'm the trans. I'm the transgender Santa giving kids candy. Now that's gonna get clipped. Oh, I'm gonna get clipped to hell. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. I'm transgender Santa. I'm giving kids candy. Let's see what's going on in the world, bruh. I have a couple of tabs open. Not for anybody's drinks, so don't put your beers on my tab. Don't think I'm going to be paying for your shit. Not buying anybody drinks. Yes, you don't watch people fuck, but you have to get money for the wife and her bull. What? Okay, wait. So it's not even the good kind? Okay, wait. It's not the good kind of cucking. It's the fucking you're the one being cucked. Okay, I see how it is. You're just training people. That's all they're doing. All they're doing is training people to be a bunch of bitches. I'm not buying anyone. Oh shit, dude, Moon just uploaded. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Boop. We're just gonna watch some shit. And if people want to join in later, they're they're welcome to. There we go. All right. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Moon. There we go.
2024 will go down as the year that mainstream media outlets finally lost their grip. As the dust settled after the US election, it became clear that Trump and Vance's appearances on podcasts.
Wait a second, what? What did a Trump supporter make that game, bruh? Hold on, wait. There's even DLC for Cuckold Simulator. One is you get a COVID mask. Another, you get a Ukraine bumper sticker for your car. Did a Trump supporter make that game? It sounds like they're making fun of liberals when you add that detail. They're either making fun of liberals, or it was made by liberals and they're brainwashing their own base to be a bunch of cucked bitches.
Were instrumental to their success, which really highlighted how independent media, even just random podcasts, are now more powerful than most mainstream media outlets. And after the election, it just seems the media's ratings are down in the gutter.
The New York Post is reporting that its parent company Comcast has confirmed a massive spin-off of its cable networks.
The Los Angeles Times fired the entire editorial board Thursday.
CNN announced mass layoffs earlier this week, and MSNBC viewership precipitously plunged following Trump's victory.
A month after being released, Rogan's podcast with Trump nearly has 52 million views. In comparison, it's estimated that only around 42 million people tuned in to watch the election live across 18 TV networks. This means that it's pretty likely that more people have heard Rogan's podcast than actually watched the election unfold in real time. So let's explore why so many people are changing the channel and abandoning the legacy media for good.
Dude, so many people watched Donald Trump's interview on Joe Rogan. I watched the actual election unfold, but I doubt anybody else did. That shit went deep into the night. Me working overnight hours kind of helped that along there.
A week since their defeat at the polls, both the Democratic Party and mainstream left-wing media establishments have been asking themselves one big question: why did they lose? With something as big as the 2024 election, there's never going to be just one answer. Now, you could easily point to the late changes in candidates and the whole fiasco with Joe Biden's health problems, as lots of people already have. Or you could talk about their snubbing of Bernie Sanders and their progressive arm of the party. Then there's the fact that Kamala just ran a bad campaign. There's a million reasons, but one key difference in the run-up to the election was what happened with both of the candidates' treatments of podcasts and independent media in general. For whatever reason, Kamala never appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast, or any of the more well-known shows online. Chris Megarian, writing for the Associated Press, described the podcast
most people were having live election night shows. Yeah, I watched Benny Johnson. I watched his live coverage. I would have went live, but I had to work, and that's the only reason I didn't.
Appearances she did as just being cookie cutter, saying, quote, "The conversations covered a lot of the same ground as previous interviews, such as Harris's plan for making it more affordable to care for the elderly and her love for Venn diagrams for explaining complicated concepts. In other words, they gave the same impression as the carefully managed statements she made in other interviews with the mainstream media outlets.
I saw Kamala was gonna rerun for 2028. I saw Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez throw her hat into the ring for 2028. Like, they're gonna have to work twice as hard. Like, if Kamala, I'm sorry, Kamala keeps on losing. She needs to just throw in the towel, bro. Just go back to whatever brothel you crawled out of and leave the presidenting to the adults, okay?
Interviewers didn't press her on her claims, and when they did, the producers cut it down to limit the damage, just like in a severely edited down 20-minute interview on the show 60 Minutes. Trump and Vance, meanwhile, were much more open to unscripted long-form podcasts covering a wide range of topics. In contrast to Kamala, Trump was happy to sit down for the full 3 hours with Rogan, and JD Vance spent 2 hours talking to Theo Von. The Democrat Party's reaction to this discrepancy has been to wonder why they couldn't pull the same thing off. In their view, as it has been since the pandemic, Rogan is a Republican plant Khan set on convincing his massive audience to vote for the right wing. And to be fair, there's probably some hint of truth to this, as he did actually endorse Trump in the end. But that was only on the eve of the election after it became clear he wasn't going to get a camera interview. In fact, Rogan had actually endorsed Bernie Sanders in previous elections and primaries.
But who are you going to vote for in the primary?
I think I'll probably vote for Bernie.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because I think Bernie and Tulsi together would be a devastating combination.
I mean, that's true. Like, if I had to vote for a Democrat, it would be Bernie and Tulsi Gabbard. Those are the motherfuckers that would be tough for the establishment to beat. But they would have to get past the Democrat establishment, and just like you're saying in the chat, just that they might off her for being in debt. They might off somebody else for taking over the Democrat establishment. So, Theo interviews were funny as fuck with Trump and Vance. Yeah, dude. I watched most of them. I didn't watch them all. I watched most of them. But yeah, the thing about the podcasters is that they did humanize Trump. They made him look like more than just this neo-Nazi fascist. They made him look like a person. Which wasn't hard. All you have to do is, watch him be a person. And instead of listening to what other people are saying about him, just watch him be himself. And there you go. Like, it's not hard to friggin' remove the brainwashing once you actually see what's going on.
I really do.
The Democratic Party used to have his endorsement and his vote, but they lost it when they silenced that section of the party. Of course, through the ideological lens, Rogan is just part of a greater manosphere conspiracy to indoctrinate young men and turn them into fascists.
Of course this person has she, her in her bio. Joe Rogan is radicalizing young men towards the far right. What? What? Oh, go fuck off, dude.
Anyone who's seen the podcast, it's kind of a ridiculous take, but it's truly a line they're actually pushing. Just listen to this clip of an MSNBC analysis pushing this exact narrative.
But what they have done in their online media ecosystem is build a radicalization engine, literally the way militant groups do around the world, that takes people from relatively low-level annoyances with the world. Why are eggs so expensive? Why is my kid learning this new thing in American history in school that I didn't learn? And then moves them through YouTube videos.
That's not what people
podcasts,
are saying.
Moves them from
hold
that
on a second.
annoyance.
Wait, nope. Hold on a second. We don't give a fuck about learning new history. That's not what we're upset about. Oh, why are they learning this new thing in history that we never learned before? It's the biology that we're having issues with. Oh, there's this new biology that we haven't learned before. Oh, nobody's teaching anybody about transgenderism or how to use a fucking dildo. Nobody taught me that when I was in biology class. They very much loved to talk about the differences between men and women. They were never like, there's no such thing as men and women. Everybody's the same. Impossible. That was never heard of back in my day. Now you... do they really think that it's the history that we're having issues with? I mean, there are history, there are parts of history that the schools are leaving out of the curriculum that they don't need to be leaving out. But as far as adding in new things that we didn't learn back in the day, like, I don't think that's happening.
All the way, slowly, to a full-blown fascist politics. It's an elaborate, multi-billion-dollar infrastructure, and there is nothing like it on the pro-democracy side. We don't have when a man...
I don't know. I don't think Trump has autism. I think he's just high-functioning. Like, he just has not high-functioning autistic. I don't think he has autism at all. I think he's just a business guy who he's just built different. He never stops. Dude's fucking 80 and he's always going. He could have sat there and talked to Joe Rogan for like 3 more hours, but he had shit to do.
Is just lost and lonely and not yet radicalized. We don't have the equivalent of Joe Rogan.
What's interesting about this take is both the absurdity of it and the jealousy of it. He doesn't skip a beat in categorizing the left as the pro-democracy side, while also implying that Rogan is a key part of a plan to brainwash the next generation. Politics aside, this extreme rhetoric just makes anyone who listens to a podcast like Joe's realize the mainstream media is grasping at straws. But it's this last line that's the most revealing, where he implies that the left-wing establishment needs their own version of this indoctrination pipeline and therefore needs their own Joe Rogan. While it isn't
We must build our own Joe Rogan. We have the technology.
always for these same insane reasons, others across the left have also echoed this sentiment. They've identified that if Kamala had done more long-form and unscripted interviews, she probably would have gotten way more votes. Of course, this isn't the reaction across the board. Where there's jealousy, there's resentment, and you don't have to search far to find that. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the global leader in men's grooming, setting a new standard in men's care. With the
We gotta skip the ad. He doesn't yell at me like Shoe on Head does. So we can skip his ad.
who trust Manscaped and give the gift of grooming this season. ABC's The View was originally created to try and live up to its own name, to give a platform.
Did YouTube not tell you that I was live? I was wondering about that, because I've been... Jay was the only one in the chat for like the whole time. What's going on, Raven? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube be fucking up, not pushing out my notifications and shit.
For a wide range of women's perspectives on key issues.
Maybe I need to put out. Maybe I need to put out a community post. Here, watch this. I'm gonna put a community post out. Tell everybody I'm live.
But the show's been running, that's changed. More recently, like a lot of news shows, it's become completely unapologetic in its clear bias. Just take one of their co-hosts' words about Joe Rogan on a recent episode of the show. In it, she makes the
Oh, there's Black Lover Bomb. Oh, what's going on, bruh? You're playing League? That's what's up, dude. I'm just happy you're here. You can keep playing League, it's fine.
strange accusation that he believes in dragons to discredit him, all while bragging about how stringent their fact-checking is in comparison to online content.
I think that's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But we're checked by everybody. Yeah, I mean, if we're wrong, we have, you know, the legal note here.
The human legal
but we went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did.
Within this accusation, you can identify both the reason they think legacy media is superior and the evidence that it isn't. While maybe a decade ago nearly everyone trusted mainstream news, those days are
Wrangler
now long
donated
gone. It's precisely because of how biased
through
they've
Super
become.
Chat.
Oh, thank you, Wrangler. Oh shit, I didn't even know you were here. Oh, what's going on, dude? I was making a community post telling everybody I was live. I didn't see a sneak in there. What's good, Wrangler? He donated $4.20 again. Now I gotta hit the pen. Hold on a second. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, we're good. Now that I've died. Thank you, Wrangler, for the super chat. I appreciate it.
To the point where they've abandoned the principles which made them reliable in the first place. Here we've got a clear example of taking one thing Joe Rogan said out of context and turning it into a personal attack to fit their own arguments. In this case, the accusation was based on earlier podcasts where Joe had discussed the fact that nearly every culture independently came up with the idea of dragons.
Very unusual for the concept of something to exist for a long time with no basis in reality. You know, that's why I'm interested in dragons. Like, why is every civilization, why do they all have dragons?
They mention dragons in the Bible a bunch of times. They don't mention dinosaurs.
Well, I think because people weren't alive when dinosaurs were alive, but I bet they were alive when dragons were alive.
This is the clip that made The View think that this is the clip that made Joy Behar be like, Joe Rogan believes in dragons. Neff got the spicy hit this time. Oh yeah, I freaking hit a big one. That one. That was a big one, just for Wrangler.
I bet dragons were a real thing.
It's such a feeble attack that both Fox News and Joe Rogan himself pounced on the opportunity to make fun of it.
I had to read the thing about The View because I just thought it was funny.
What's
That's
The
the
View?
only reason why I read that about me.
Dragon lover.
The
All
radio,
right, tell me
Joy
what this is.
Behar was trying to say that I believe in dragons.
Wait, what is this? I just
She
heard
said
about
I checked it. And the lady goes, did you double check it? She goes, I checked it. He believes in dragons.
Should be like
you think they lived
Sasquatch.
alongside people?
But it also highlights just how out of touch the mainstream establishment media has become about why they've lost so many viewers. Only Fox has seen a bump in viewership, although they're the exception here. It's likely based on their functional monopoly of—
Dude, right? She does not have the slightest imagination, like, whatsoever. Like, what if dragons were real? She believes in dragons. Ugh. I bet they watch Dora the Explorer and actually think that there's a fox with a mask on that steals people's shit.
Of mainstream right-wing
Swiper, no
coverage in the wake of
swiping!
Trump's victory, although they've also been far more willing to work with and pay attention to independent media as well. It's why the company that owns Fox is now putting people like Piers Morgan on YouTube, as they realize that everyone's turning to social media outlets instead of mainstream old networks. And we can see why. For most other networks, it's been a terrible first month. MSNBC in particular are in a tailspin, losing an astonishing 50—
Dude, I saw that shit. They lost almost... dude, they lost more than half of their audience after the election. It was something like 60% among MSNBC and CNN. It's no wonder that they're up for grabs, dude. That they're being sold and shit. Elon Musk needs to buy MSNBC, completely rebrand the shit.
53% of their viewership compared to October. The other networks aren't far off. CNN saw a 22% drop in ratings overall, and a 43% drop during prime time compared to their election coverage. It clearly isn't the time for them to put their heads in the sand. So let's analyze just what went wrong and why so much of their audience are tuning out and turning to independent media instead.
Yes! Independent media is going to replace mainstream media. People would rather, like, sit down and listen to a politician talk for 3 hours than sit there and be bullshitted by an interview that's obviously staged and clipped and cut. People would rather see a fucking Donald Trump go on Joe Rogan or somebody go on Joe Rogan than to just watch a CNN interview of the... Like, what? Like, nobody believes that shit anymore? Have you watched The Five on Fox or the Gutfield show? The first time I heard of the Gutfield show was when Donald Trump posted about it, because he went on there and he said good things about the show. But I have not seen it yet. When you see the giant winged reptile, say Dragona.
One benefit—
Can you find the dragon? That's right. It's at Joe Rogan's house. Vamonos!
It's with the podcast space and independent journalism in general is the amount of time you have. It's a bonus that pretty much everyone can agree on because it makes a clear difference. Firstly, complicated issues can take a long time to unravel. There just isn't space to properly explore a topic in a 2-minute monologue or a 30-second speech. With that little time, it's guaranteed that you're gonna have to cut out some important context. But with a longer conversation, you've got plenty of time to give things the consideration they deserve.
And with longer conversations, it's harder to keep a mask up. You're seeing the person for who they are. Like, if you're just having like a 30-minute conversation, it's easy for a person to fake some sort of persona or pretend like they're caring enough of the American people. But with a 3-hour conversation, it's hard to keep up a facade. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep up a facade. All my words just kind of blended together there. So the mask kind of falls, and you're just kind of your own authentic person there for a minute, just having a conversation with the guy across the table. And people like that. That's the authenticity that's been missing from the media.
And it brings us on to another benefit, how much more natural the final product feels. In most TV shows, there's a tight schedule where every second is accounted for. Over the past few decades, we've seen political debates and discussions on network TV melted down into 30-second sound bites to fit this mold. The time pressure is so great that the best pundits are the ones who can offer the most extreme, simple version of their thoughts on an issue. Surface level engagement is king, any real depth is just out of the question. And the end result is like reading the titles of 30 different books, compared to actually just reading one good book.
That's a good analogy.
These discussions end up promoting bias because there just isn't room to include more than one viewpoint in your average mainstream political show. When you can find the rare show that does try to do it, the debates are rarely meaningful because there isn't time to really explore two opposing views. That isn't to say that independent media can't be biased either. We're never going to escape that. But in a longer format, there isn't much room to hide, and it gives audiences the time to stop and think about what they're hearing. The lack of invasive editing helps as well. Like all of these benefits, it makes the conversation and the ideas clearer. With mainstream media, you get
it just makes it feel more natural, dude.
Incredibly restrictive view of an issue with some parts chopped out because they weren't exciting enough. People have had their words completely warped by editing and audiences get misled all the time. The root of all these benefits is that independent journalists and people who create independent media aren't indebted to outside influences in the same way as the legacy media is. Within the establishment, there's tons of pressures on journalists and pundits that influence what they say. There's the agency they work for with its own idea of what they should be saying. There's often a billionaire owner or a set of shareholders pushing the agency in a certain direction. There's even the culture of the workplace and the content that they're already making, which has its own sway. And it's created a world where you get ahead by following the party line, saying what you're meant to say and never rocking the boat. Meanwhile, for independents, it's more like natural selection. People gain and lose popularity and influence based almost purely on whether other people want to give them their time. Both independents and the legacy media are always searching for ratings or views, and this influences both kinds of content. But with legacy media, there are far more infringing influences, and it really restricts the content they make and the things they say. One of the only things the legacy media has been clinging to is their prestige and their reputations. The argument is that because of the establishment surrounding it, legacy media is more trustworthy. They say they have years of reporting the truth under their belt and strong principles of journalistic
years of reporting the truth under their belt. Oh, I didn't know they were there. Now they've got jokes. Now they've got jokes. It's so bad Cenk Uygur has criticized the left. Exactly. Both Cenk and Ana Kasparian are both criticizing the left. Like, it's you know it's bad when the fucking socialists on the left are criticizing their own party. Like, you guys need to snap back to reality.
Integrity. Independent media, on the other hand, is therefore much less responsible and rife with misinformation because they don't have that same oversight or reputation to uphold.
Now, as for Rogan's recent comments, on one level it's just comical. Hearing this rich and famous guy express worries that even though he's paid to talk for a living, he's going to be silenced in the future.
While this idealized picture might be true for a few organizations, it clearly isn't the case across the board. And it's especially not true for the majority of mainstream networks. They get things wrong all the time. They push misinformation when it's
the mainstream press is failing America, and people are understandably upset. Based.
Reduce them, and they warp their narrative to fit their own agenda. Just take the previous example of how they responded to Joe Rogan, using their own made-up misinformation to create an attack against Joe for allegedly spreading misinformation himself. The hypocrisy is insane, and there's plenty of examples. It is true that some characteristics of independent media make them more vulnerable to making mistakes. If you have a 3-hour conversation with someone about anything, it's pretty
Dems, I think, are going to shatter into a third party. I don't know about that. I think they're going to stay where they're at. I think both parties are splitting apart. Like, even the Republicans. The Republicans are splitting from the MAGA Republicans and the rhinos. The establishment Republicans. I think the Democrats are going to be doing the same thing. There's going to be the based Democrats who still have their heads together. And then there's going to be the establishment Democrats that all the woke people are following. So I think it's happening all across the board. But I think we're definitely going to be looking at a different America from here going forward.
Pretty likely that you are going to make a mistake at some point. Plus, the format itself and the proliferation of independent media means that it's more likely for people to get the truth of the matter. Just think about how historians create a picture of the past. To get the most complete picture of what's going on, they look at a wide range of sources and perspectives from the time. The more they have, the clearer the picture becomes. It doesn't even really make a difference if lots of the sources are biased, as it's the range of perspectives that matters. This is how you gain a clear picture of the world. Today, we're all like historians creating a picture of the present from a massive variety of different sources. Independent journalism and the internet as a whole has given people free access to so many perspectives on the world. It's opened up more options. In fact, the pressure is now on the consumer to take their information from a wide range of sources, rather than
now we can get our sources from anywhere. Now we can just get, which is cool because we're you know, fuck, I was gonna say something. I fucking crashed my train of thought. I'm sorry. That happens a lot.
sealing themselves into their own echo chamber. What mainstream media is really mourning is
keep my
their
train
loss
of thought on the rails ever.
of the monopoly on information. Until fairly recently, they had complete control over the information that people could access about the world outside of their own perspective. People are enjoying this freedom and abandoning legacy media in droves. While it can be messy and chaotic, this greater freedom of information is one of the real benefits of our modern world. Independent media has widened people's perspectives, and it terrifies the establishment. The future of media in general is clearly a much more decentralized network of different perspectives. While it might leave some people and institutions behind, it's already creating a better informed world that can only be a good thing.
I think it's hilarious because the Democrats used to get so used to calling us white supremacists, but now that the Republican Party is starting to look more diverse, like, we got black people voting for Trump, and Vivek Ramaswamy is clearly not a white guy, right? Now they don't know what to do. They're like, oh shit, we can't call them all white supremacists. What are we gonna do? Call Officer Tatum a white supremacist? The black guy? Like, what? Oh shit. Now what? Now what? So, yeah, I don't know. They're running out of ideas. Let's see what else is going on. I think Trump did a pick, didn't he? Trump did a cabinet pick that's sending all the libs up the walls, bruh. They're up. All the liberals are crab walking up the walls and and screaming from the corner. Not what's his name? Kash Patel. Not Kash Patel. Oh no! I think I have Benny Johnson up. He's talking about that. Give me 1 second. I gotta get a monster. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know the first thing about any of Donald Trump's cabinet picks. I don't know who any of them are. I don't know what any of them do. I know a couple of their names. That's about it. But I do know that the left has been completely melting down and seems to be, the left seems to really have a problem with a lot of these cabinet picks. Claiming that they're all, inexperienced or whatever. Which I think is a load of horse shit. You don't need experience to do anything. All you need is a willingness to learn and the ability to retain information. In order to learn the skill, and you can learn anything. But I have Benny Johnson over here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can throw a background up or something. We're gonna make this look cool, look interesting. We're gonna make this look better. There we go. That looks a little better. Oops. Loop it. There we go. Now we're not. Now we don't have that ugly black shit. Doge to the moon! Dude, I think the Department of Government Efficiency was the best thing Trump could have done. Like, oh, that's such a good idea. Because the government's never been shrank before. It just keeps growing bigger and bigger for some reason. It just bigger and bigger. Give it more and more power. And then what? And then the government's just humongous. And it has unlimited power. No. We need to shrink that down. We need Elon and Vivek to go around to every member and be like, so, what is it you do here? Fire everybody!
All I want is to be back where things make sense.
I am lost.
I'm upset! Is this what you want from me?
I am lost.
Get the f*** out!
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. The last 24 hours.
What up, Benny?
Absolutely glorious, as Kash Patel has been appointed by Donald Trump to become the next FBI director. One of the
Are you gonna tell me who Kash Patel is? Because I have no idea. I have no idea who Kash Patel is.
single greatest moves.
I just know that people are melting down over it.
Presidential administration in American history, because the FBI is where all the dirty tricks played on the American people originate from. There are so many skeletons to be dragged out of the closet, and Kash Patel is certainly going to be doing a lot of dragging. Ladies and gentlemen, Kash Patel would bring great reform and transparency to the federal agency in charge of the Fedsurrection, Fed nappings, COVID origins, the dirty tricks played on Donald Trump like Russiagate 1 and 2, impeachment shams, Hunter Biden laptop, Diddy list, Epstein list, JFK list, all of them, UFOs, will come crashing down and reveal to the public why should our own federal government be keeping secrets from us. They're the ones who are supposed to be working for it. We're their bosses, right?
Yeah,
we're in charge in this country.
Yeah, why are we the last out of... Why are we left out of the loop? We're the ones paying your checks. Like, I don't understand. But I guess that's the point of appointing Kash Patel. He's going to release all that shit. That head photo gives me chills. I guess it's a good thing. Yes, it is a good thing. It should give everybody chills. Oh, Kash Patel. He's going to release all the information. He's going to... I don't know if we necessarily need to dismantle the FBI, but we definitely need to shrink it down. The FBI and the CIA have way too much unchecked power. They need their power to be checked. They need some sort of balance with that. I understand the necessity of the CIA and the FBI. I get that we're tackling terrorists, both foreign and domestic. I get it. But we have given them too much power, and it's gotten to a point where they're spying on its citizens. And that's not okay. People hacking my webcam, you can fucking suck on my balls. Get out of here.
Country. We are the shareholders of this nation, and we deserve a report from our federal government about what's going on.
Yes.
We're adults, we're Americans, and we can take it.
A full report.
So it is such a spectacular thing to have Kash Patel coming in with the reform mindset for the FBI, and you want to have trust in your federal institutions. You do, especially in federal law enforcement. This is why we're such massive fans, of course, of Kash Patel. He's a friend of the show. Such massive fans, because we see the most patriotic thing that you could ever ask for is to actually trust your federal institutions. That's what you want. You should want the American people to believe and respect law enforcement and the people, the agencies of which we are funding. When you have no respect or no...
The FBI cash only. Oh, that's so funny. That's such a good... He has a really good meme department. But yeah, we need a good relationship with the government. If we don't trust you, we're not going to let you do anything. And then you're going to be at a standstill, and anything you do, we're just going to repel it. Until eventually we're at a civil war. Now we're overthrowing governments and storming the Capitol. Storming the Capitol with our flags in hand.
Belief in these systems, then it all comes crashing down. So just the memes alone over the last 24 hours have been good enough for me to like
let
good
that
enough
sink
for
in.
anybody. Let that sink in. To back Kash Patel. Democrats, relax. The past is the past. I'm sure the new FBI head.
Oh, those eyes. Those are the eyes of a guy that's really about to clean your shit out, dude. He's gonna make you clear out your whole office. Get out of here, bruh.
Wasn't even watching. I'm sure he wasn't watching. I'm sure he didn't even notice. The MAGA team. This one is primo. This is primo content right here. This is excellent and very. This is so well done.
Now pity the fool who keeps government secrets.
By an account called Dumbass Photoshop. It's the A-team, right? And it is.
That's so fucking funny.
This is how you fix institutional Washington D.C. I mean, what?
This is how you drain the swamp.
What if all the people who are professionally wrong about everything, and who have done everything that they possibly can to wreck this country and destroy this place, what if they were all upset in unison, screaming like demons, orcs?
Not orcs.
Because we are now at the ramparts. We are now breaching the single place where they were able to launch every single dirty operation against the American people, against the MAGA movement, against their political enemies. We are now breaching the doors of the FBI. The reason why they're screaming so loud about Kash is because the FBI is where all the bodies are buried. It's where the Epstein list is. It's why everyone's fleeing the country. It's pretty amazing.
Who else fled the country? All I saw was Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres left the country. Did anybody else flee the country? I think what enhances the stare is that the eyes are a deep brown, almost black. So it gives off that hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right feeling. Yep, dude. It looks like he's peering into your soul like he knows something he shouldn't. About you specifically.
The people on the Epstein list and Diddy list, they're all leaving the country because of this. Wow. It's called self-deportation. Ladies and gentlemen, the meltdowns have been glorious on social media. Elon Musk even responding to this supercut, the most dangerous nominee we've ever seen yet to our democracy. Here we go.
They say the same shit every single time. Don't they have a different playbook? Like, this shit's getting old. Oh, it's the most dangerous threat to our democracy. Shut the fuck up. Getting so tired of this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, drink the tears.
Me, Kash Patel, and I don't say this lightly, is the most dangerous nominee that we've seen yet to our democracy.
Kash Patel as FBI director would be like if you crossed Alex Jones with J. Edgar Hoover.
If you cross Alex Jones with J. Edgar Hoover, what?
In terms of just how much he would want to ignore precedent and the constraints that have been put onto the FBI over the years, with all of the conspiracy theorizing, all of the eagerness to fan the flames of the worst instincts of President Trump.
Where does all of this fit in with January 6th? January 6th is the juxtaposition of the...
They cannot shut the fuck up about January 6th. Like, who cares, dude? Who gives a fuck?
Constitution. Many think it was treasonous. And for him to be one of the conspirators, this is now left to the court of public.
I've got a few fun memes I made when Miss MD Raji. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and send them over. And they didn't get a new slogan yet. Well, they need to. This shit's getting old. Every single person that disagrees with them is somehow a threat to democracy. Everybody can't be a threat to democracy. There's got to be some sort of pull here.
Opinion, because you're going to have a lot of senators, Republican senators, who are loyal to President-elect Donald Trump, and they will close an eye, turn ahead.
This is the world we're living in now, of these preposterous and yet extraordinarily dangerous picks. What you see Trump doing, and it's kind of strange to use this word about Donald Trump, but he's methodically appointing people who will completely destroy any limits on his power.
Oh, these people are so fucking retarded. I can't tell if they're retarded or if they're intentionally misleading people. Like, I'm sure he's not gonna fucking, he's not putting people in place to methodically, to intentionally break apart the checks and balances that already exist there for a president. Like, dude, you can't do that shit. Love the liberal tears. It's almost great as the time I was lying under Jennifer Aniston's treadmill. What up, man? It's good to see you, bro.
Nothing could be more perfectly said than the response to that compilation that we put out. Stephen Miller, the incoming White House Deputy Chief of Staff. When the radical left says our democracy, they mean our unelected deep state.
Yeah, it's a euphemism for the deep state. When they say he's a threat to our democracy, oh, he's just a threat to all the fucking all the kitty diddlers that are currently in the government. All the Epstein client list, all that shit's coming out, dude. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it.
When they say FBI independence, they mean unchecked law enforcement power immune from all democratic accountability. In short, what they oppose is the restoration of democracy itself and self-governance. Elon.
Yeah, dude, the fucking way that they talk, it just pisses me off because I know that they're hiding some sort of mischievous intent there. Like, it makes me so mad.
Musk agrees.
The way that they word shit.
Doublespeak. When all of the...
Thank you, Orwellian doublespeak. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put their fucking... Their mental gymnastics or their linguistic gymnastics. It's such bullshit.
Wrong people are all angry about the same thing, when all the bad people all hate something, then when you hit the vampire with the holy water, right, and the cross, and it's like, that's good. That means you're fighting evil. That's a good thing. This is a good thing.
But when they hiss, that's a good thing.
Internet reaction, all the good people reacting to Kash Patel like this.
Tonight with a Fox News alert. President-elect Donald Trump
Oh, that's so funny.
It's perfect. One more.
See, as you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, the memes are so fucking funny, dude. What up, Chicken Combo? Good to see you.
That's right. All the people on the Epstein list finding out right now. Former Pence aide inadvertently endorses Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. Kash Patel for FBI director says, like, psychotic, anti-Trump sycophant. Always knew it would be him. His hatred for the FBI, eagerness to abuse the system of the law, as well as being Trump's ultimate bootlicker makes him a perfect pick. Pair him with Pam Bondi, and you got a dream team for authoritarian regime.
They're trying so hard.
People like you are the problem. People like Kash are the solution, says the Hodge
Thank you,
twins.
Hodge twins. Hodge twins W, bruh. Hodge twins W.
All of the wrong people are really, all the bad people are really hate this Kash Patel pick. It makes me so much more excited about it. The FBI director must be insulated from politics. Oh, okay. John Bolton freaking out about this. Trump has nominated Kash Patel. Fortunately, the FBI is not the Soviet.
NKVD? What's that? Some North Korean venereal disease?
Secret police. The Senate should reject him 100-1, says John Bolton. J.D. Vance saying, John Bolton has been wrong about everything, so I guess Kash must be pretty awesome. Jake Sullivan. So many discredited frauds out here talking smack about Kash Patel. It makes me very, very angry. Jake Sullivan, who's been in charge of the White House, effectively, as they go after and trying to lock Donald Trump up for 1,000 years in prison, saying that the FBI needs to be insulated from politics. You know, F off. Like, shut it, Jake Sullivan. You've been destroyed. Same thing with Andy.
They wouldn't be saying that shit if it was a Democrat. It's only because it's Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. So anybody he picks would obviously also be a threat to democracy. He's methodically picking out people who would break his check on power or whatever it is they said. It didn't even make any fucking sense.
Andrew McCabe up here, like, complaining and crying. And like you're a fraud, right? You people are. Andrew McCabe had to be fired from the FBI for rigging elections and for launching hoaxes with Russian disinformation into the sitting president of the United States. Yeah. This is how you know. You're going down the right path. Kash Patel is prosecuted more cases than Kamala Harris. Write that down.
Oof. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, I saw a video from them earlier. They were saying Ozempic has, well, not very great side effects, although I don't know if it's user error, user overuse, or just an oversight on pharma. I don't know. I've heard mixed things about Ozempic. I've heard that it works, but I've heard that the side effects are terrible. Like, I don't know. I've heard some people dying from it. I don't know. It's not for me. People need to stop looking. People need to stop looking for a quick and easy solution to get results to the things that they want. There's no such thing. You need to work hard every day to lose weight or get rich. There's no such thing as a fat that just falls off your body, and there's no such thing as a get-rich quick scheme. They all take a long-ass fucking time. Stop falling for these traps. Ozempic is obviously just there from Big Pharma to make everybody sick so that they need pharma. That's all it is. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's my opinion of what could possibly be happening. Probably. So don't sue me.
When somebody tells you Kash Patel isn't professional enough to lead the FBI, just show them the picture of the people who currently work there. Yeah, these people.
What?
Fire.
What? These are the FBI motherfuckers? Why can't we see any of their faces? Why are they all covered up, dude? I don't understand. Shouldn't we know who they are? The FBI deals with the domestic shit, right? It's the CIA that deals with the international stuff. So, what's the point of all this shit?
Fire them all on day one.
And why are they all women? Where's the men? Why is this bitch in the back fat? Why do we have fat bitches in the FBI? It's the same thing we got with the fucking Secret Service. We got all these fat bitches in the Secret Service. We wonder why Donald Trump got successfully shot at. Twice.
This is like, luckily we have this photo. So you can just go and fire them all on day one. Yeah, John Bolton's really upset. The staff of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Office of the FBI.
Because worker anonymity? I guess you could kind of protect them from the domestic terrorists that want to destroy the nation. I guess so.
FBI are threatening to resign in mass if Kash Patel is nominated. Wow, that's just amazing. Andrew Weissman is really upset. Mueller, Comey, and Wray all worked at the FBI before becoming FBI director either. Yeah, there you go. Trump needs to appoint more people of color. Trump appoints Kash.
Appoint more people of color. No, not like that. Did he not create Doge? Doge is ran by Vivek Ramaswamy and an African American. You got two people of color. Now you got Kash Patel. So there you go, liberal. He's throwing you a bone.
Patel, the left. It's perfect. Yeah, that's right. Harry Sisson's all upset. Yeah.
What Harry Sisson said?
FBI brass calling right. Harry Sisson.
Harry Sisson's the biggest Democrat shill on the planet. Dude, he probably takes all the money. Here's Trump's pick for FBI director showing how terrible he's going to be. I'd shut down the FBI Hoover building on day one and reopen it next day as a museum of the deep state. Cool. Sounds good to me. He's a conspiratorial lunatic. Okay. Listen, Harry Styles, whatever the fuck your name is. You're not going to say that the deep state is conspiracy and not have people laugh at you at this point. Everybody knows that the deep state is real. Even the fucking libs. The not brainwashed Democrats. They all believe that the deep state is a real thing because we can see it. We see it happening. We see it pulling strings in real time. You can't frickin' say it's a conspiracy anymore. Dude, Harry Sisson has the most punchable face on the entire planet.
And all upset. Yeah. FBI brass calling West Wing contacts and literally crying per White House official. Everyone is freaking out. All the right people are freaking out. Bill Kristol, if you care about institutional government, rule of law in the United States, you should be alarmed. Very alarmed.
Be alarmed then, bitch.
Yeah.
I just want to start first with you.
Depends on a highly functioning, professional, independent Federal Bureau of Investigation.
This guy who's bitching about a federal, respected and independent FBI tried to rig an election and prosecution of the sitting president of the United States.
Wait, that's the
and
guy?
Ran, like, literally an office of dirty tricks until his ass got fired.
He is the deep state. He's part of it. He's definitely part of the deep state. Sorry, it's supposed to be Brandon Herrera, head of the ATF. There are 4 lights.
It's so despicable that these people even get platformed. It's so angry. Here's Ted Cruz with a monster endorsement of Kash Patel, a really strong message in the Senate. Kash Patel is picking up a ton of endorsements today.
Tell me who Kash Patel is. Nobody's told me who Kash Patel is yet.
Marsha Blackburn, Bill Haggerty, to their credit, getting these endorsements. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ted Cruz on why the Senate must vote for Kash only.
Listen, I think Kash Patel is a very strong nominee. I think the entire slate of cabinet nominees President Trump has put forward is very strong. I believe every one of these cabinet nominees is going to be confirmed by the Senate. I think Kash Patel is going to be confirmed by the Senate. You look at his background. He has a serious professional background. He was a prosecutor. He was a public defender. He was a senior intelligence staffer on Capitol Hill. He was a senior intelligence staffer in the White House. He was the chief of staff of the Department of Defense. He was the deputy director of national intelligence. And I got to say, all of the weeping and gnashing of teeth, all of the people pulling their hair out, are exactly the people who are dismayed about having a real reformer come into the FBI and clean out the corrupted partisans who sadly have burrowed into senior career positions at the FBI. The FBI and the Department of Justice are 2 institutions incredibly important to the rule of law in the United States. I revere both.
Right.
And one of the most tragic consequences of 4 years of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is both DOJ and the FBI have been politicized and weaponized. And I think Kash Patel is a very strong nominee to take on the partisan corruption in the FBI.
Thank you, Ted Cruz. He answered my question. I was waiting for somebody to tell me about Kash Patel. It seems like he's pretty qualified there, dude. That just tells me that he's a good choice. He is the right decision. Decision. There we go. So that was the end of that video. Since we talked about Ellen DeGeneres leaving the country, I found somebody talking about how it backfired. Apparently, hey, Fire Goddess, good to see you. Yes, we are live. Brandon Herrera is a gun YouTuber that ran against the Texas senator and only lost by 200 votes. And the incumbent outspent him 10 million to 1 on their campaigns. Interesting. Did he run against the Democrat? Is the Texas senator? Is that Ted Cruz? Is Ted Cruz still in office? I don't remember. Anyways, this guy is talking about Ellen DeGeneres and how she left the country because Donald Trump won. But apparently that's already backfired. apparently her house flooded as soon as she got there. Oh, well, if that isn't God... if that isn't God's work, I don't know what is, dude.
I often get asked, what's it like in England?
Bro, I'm trying to figure out who the Kash Patel is via Google. Nothing from backstory, just, oh, he's Trump's new pick. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't seeing anything about the dude. And I'm pretty sure that if he was as big of a threat to the deep state as he is, or as they're saying that he is, I don't think his backstory would be available on Google. I think they would be trying to drown that out as quickly as possible. You're on page 4? How did you get to page 4? Nobody ever goes past the first page. Where's the best place to hide a body? The second page of Google. Nobody ever goes there, dude. You're on page 4. That's dedication. But yeah, I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to suppress any information about Kash Patel, because if he's as big of a threat to the deep state as they're claiming that he is, they're not going to want anybody to know how qualified he is for that job. They just want you to think that he's unqualified, he has no experience, and he's only trying to remove the checks and balances to keep a president out of power. That's it. They're trying to push this narrative that Donald Trump is trying to be in office and remain in office indefinitely. And he's trying to become a dictator, a fascist dictator, and remove the checks and balances on the president. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
And at the moment, how are things going? And I refuse to answer the question because I really don't want to think about it, but I'll tell you now, not the best. The economy, well, could be better. Woke culture, oh boy, is that one thriving, and our government has never been so unpopular, and now things have gone from bad to worse. Because to add insult to injury for everybody living here, we have everybody's favorite Hollywood celebrity, Ellen DeGeneres, who decided that America...
Ellen DeGenerate. But
was no longer the place for her because someone she didn't like got re-elected, so she packed her things and moved to England. You know, you're kind of...
It has nothing to do with the fact that she hangs out with Diddy and Epstein. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with the fact that she hangs out with Diddy. And her, the background of one of her shows was a literal copy of Epstein's Island, and nobody noticed. Not a single person.
Country's fallen off when Ellen DeGeneres decides to move there. You see, over these last few years when Trump has been running in the US election, and you guys in America will know this better than anybody, you get these woke celebrities who come out and say, oh, if Trump wins, I'm going to leave the country. I can't stay here any longer. I can't live in a mean and hateful place. You know, when you sit here and think about it, these people who are coming out and saying this are some of the most privileged people. These people, they can afford anything, they can buy anything, they can do anything, yet somehow, some way, one man seems to trigger them more than most, and I'm really starting to wonder why. And it's not only me you'll hear question it, a lot of people are doing the same thing as well. I'm sure you guys are questioning, why do these celebrities hate Trump so much? I mean, on Sky News Australia, they even held a segment where they speculated that celebrities like Ellen DeGeneres are now scared, fearful that Trump is president once again, because they had a, well, let's say, close relationship with P. Diddy, and Trump might expose them.
The best one for me is Ellen.
That's exactly what it is. Fucking Ellen DeGeneres has a picture of herself with P. Diddy. And it's a little bit on the weird side. A little sussy.
DeGeneres, who is, by the way, a very nasty person. I've had dealings with her in Australia.
Bit of
could I tell you some stories about that cow? But anyway, good riddance to her. But you know, she was quite friendly with that P. Diddy bloke, wasn't she?
Well, this is why I say release the Diddy files.
Yeah,
so, you know, files. Come on, Donald Trump, we want to know whose name.
So maybe she's hightailing out of there before all that is thrown at her as well.
I mean, hey, who knows? I guess time will only tell, right? But whilst me and many others within this country were face-palming at the news of Ellen DeGeneres moving over here, I think it's fair to say a lot of Americans, they were celebrating, they were overjoyed on social media, and this is because she doesn't have the best reputation. Massive understatement. And this isn't because she is simply unbearable to listen to, it is also because her show got massively exposed for a toxic work environment. You had employees coming out
apparently
all
she's a
sorts of
bitch.
Stories, and it's interesting because whilst all of that stuff was going on in the past, she was going around repeating the be kind mantra. Yeah, it's funny how it all works, isn't it? This is what was reported back in 2020. Former employees say Ellen's Be Kind talk show mantra masks a toxic work culture. Who could have seen that one coming? Ellen DeGeneres built her worldwide multi-million-dollar brand on the motto Be Kind, with lavish giveaways and acts of charity. But behind the scenes, current and former employees on her leading daytime show say they face racism, fear, and intimidation. That Be Kind BS only happens when the cameras are on. It's all for show, one former employee told BuzzFeed News. I know they give money to people and help them out, but it's for show. Again, who could have seen that one coming? BuzzFeed News at the time spoke to one current and 10 former employees on the Ellen DeGeneres show, all of whom asked to remain anonymous, fearing retribution from the award-winning NBC daytime talk show and others in the entertainment industry. They said they were fired after taking medical leave or bereavement days to attend family funerals. One employee who claimed she was fed up with comments about her race essentially walked off the job. Others came out and said they were also instructed by their direct managers to not speak to DeGeneres if they saw her around the office because she's so important. Don't you dare go up to her and speak to her. Nah. These people. Most of the former
that don't even
employees
make
blamed
sense to me,
executive producers and other senior managers for the day-to-day toxicity, but one former employee said ultimately it's Ellen's name on the show and she really needs to take more responsibility for the workplace environment. If she wants to have her own show and have her name on the show title, she needs to be more involved to see what's going on, one former employee said. I think the executive producers surround her and tell her things are going great, everybody's happy, and she just believes that, but it's her responsibility to go beyond that. Yeah, so behind the scenes on her show that I'm sure everybody enjoyed watching on a day-to-day basis, all of this was going on, and ever since this...
Dude, I knew a lot of people that used to watch Ellen. My freaking family watched Ellen and shit. Everybody loved Ellen. All that Be Kind bullshit. All this shit was going on behind the scenes. She was being incredibly racist and just a nasty, nasty person. Bullying made us stronger. Yeah, it's always the oldest people with the snappiest comebacks. Yeah, because they're always you got to have a snappy comeback. You got to be witty. Otherwise, you're just sitting there and taking your roasting to the face. You got to have a comeback.
This really came out, it has been downhill for Ellen DeGeneres. Her Hollywood career really wasn't the same. I mean, she even came out and said that she was apparently kicked out of Hollywood because of her reputation. I mean, for somebody to go around and repeat the Be Kind mantra, it doesn't surprise.
Wait, she was kicked out of Hollywood for her reputation? I don't know about that. Hollywood doesn't seem to give a fuck about your reputation, dude.
It's me that they're like this in real life, and this is the case with a lot of celebrities. They aren't who they say they are. But fast forward to 2024, where her career isn't in the greatest of places, and because Trump got re-elected, she has decided to move to my country, even though she stayed under a Biden administration where things got really bad. I mean, she even stayed in the country, the more I think about it, under Donald Trump's first term, but it's now she wants to move. Yeah, very interesting. But things aren't going down too well for Ellen over in this country. Oh no, because as you can see, the New York Post have reported Ellen DeGeneres' UK mansion floods just weeks after she fled the US due to Donald Trump's presidential win. Yeah, I mean, somebody should have told her to not worry about Trump.
Wait, what? Ellen DeGeneres' UK mansion floods just weeks after she fled the US due to Donald Trump's win. Ah ha 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 ha! No, that's what your fool ass get. Tell me that's not an act of God, bro. She tried to escape retribution, and God was like, "Oh, what should I do now? Should I whip out the floods? Should I whip out the locusts? Oh, what curse should I put upon Ellen DeGeneres?" I guess he drew the short end. He drew the short straw. He picked floods.
The US due to Donald Trump's presidential win. Yeah, I mean, somebody should have told her to not worry about Trump and worry about the weather over here. If you're going to move to England, expect terrible weather. Terrible weather. Their dreams are drenched. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's English farmhouse.
Their dreams are drenched. Ha 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 ha. Oh, stop, dude.
Has flooded following torrential rain, a bombshell new report claims. The couple recently purchased a multi-million-pound property in the Cotswold about 2 hours outside of London and are allegedly attempting to settle there permanently following Donald Trump's election win. How soft are you? But the 43-acre grounds are now underwater.
It's because
after
she's
the
on
River
the
Thames
list.
broke its banks in the wake of Storm Bert earlier this week, the Daily Mail reports. I mean, terrible weather, annoying people, misery loves company. Numerous roads in the Cotswold have been left impassable after being saturated in 5 feet of water. Many locals are trapped in their homes, with one resident who lives near the couple telling the outlet the floodwaters are rising by the hour. This is the worst I've seen it in years. The flooding comes after DeGeneres and De Rossi reportedly relocated to England in the wake of Trump's presidential election victory over Vice President Kamala Harris. Sources previously told the Wrap that DeGeneres and De Rossi packed up and moved to the UK and are gearing up to put their Montecito, California mansion on the market to start afresh abroad. Starting off really well. The duo, who wed in 2008, will likely never return.
Will UK protect them if they're on the Diddy client list? If they're on Diddy's list or the Epstein client list? I don't know. I don't know if moving overseas is technically going to save you. That's all. I don't know. You might still get arrested. I don't know. Do they have to go through the jurisdiction of the UK? They have to go through the UK government or the British Parliament to arrest Ellen DeGeneres? I guess time will tell. I guess we'll find out.
Return to the US on a permanent basis, one source claimed. What? Separate insiders told TMZ that the duo decided to get the hell out of the country immediately following the president-elect's victory, which left them feeling very disillusioned. Well, what's going to be interesting is if they stay here for the foreseeable future and our next election comes around and they don't like the people who get in, are they going to move again? During elections, Susan DeGeneres was vocal about her support for Harris and reportedly donated $3,300 to her campaign. DeGeneres and De Rossi had reportedly been settling into their new abode before the floods, recently pictured having a night out at a local pub in Burford, UK earlier this month. In a video shared to the former dog's Instagram page, a band plays as the camera pans to a table with the former talk show host rocking brunette hair while her wife sits beside her.
Ah, there she is.
The Cotswold is a picturesque and wealthy part of England, with many British celebs boasting country houses there. Among DeGeneres and De Rossi, new neighbours are David and Victoria Beckham, Kate Moss and Elizabeth Hurley. Man, these celebrities. Yeah, I think all these celebrities should just stick together. Just have your own place together and keep away from everybody else, because you annoy a lot of people. I'll tell you that for a fact. I'll tell you that for a fact. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ellen DeGeneres and her partner apparently couldn't handle Donald Trump being elected again, even though he was elected before, and they decided to move away to Miami.
Yeah, because Donald Trump means business now. His first time, he had no idea what he was doing. He was just kind of figuring it out as he went along. But now he's done. This is his last term after everything that they've put him through. All the arrests and all the assassination attempts and the Russia hoax and all this fucking bullshit. Now he's going hard. He's going harder than ever. So everybody's done. 2024 is up for everybody. 2025, moving forward, up, everybody done. We are cutting the bullshit. What else is happening? That was the end of that one. Those were all my political videos, I think. I've got a lot of videos talking about the wokeness and the gaming bullshit. There's so much fucking... They really, really, really want to take over the video game industry. They're trying so hard. But the amount of pushback they're getting... Oh, they weren't ready for that shit. One of these was sent to me. I don't remember which one. Yeah, I think it was this one. All right, cool. Any celebrity that flees the U.S. that are going to be arrested need to flee to a country that's not friendly with the U.S. because the U.S. will extradite them. I sent the memes I made to your IG. Yeah, I got them. I just don't have a way to pull it up here without everybody seeing my messages. I don't want to. But yeah, so the UK is friendly with the United States, right? So they could just extradite the Ellen DeGeneres and then boom, bring her back to the States and she's locked up forever. Child trafficking, child sex trafficking. That's what I'm guessing. I watched a gameplay of Mouthwash. I might just be desensitized, but it just looked like bad situation turned even worse. Yeah, I played a little bit of it on the last stream. Yeah, it tells a pretty good story. Like the lore behind the game is pretty good. Fucking shit, what happened in the last one? I'm trying to remember the story because it had more narrative than I would have hoped. I don't like reading subtitles, especially on stream, because I gotta make the voices and stuff. But yeah, it was about this crew of 5 people who were hauling this cargo across the space, from one part of space to another part of space. And then the captain of the ship steers into an asteroid and tries to kill everybody on board, only for everybody to survive and he to be badly burned and shit. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. I haven't gotten very far. I should continue playing that game. That game wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. Just a little more narrative than I would have hoped. I gotta fix my chats. There we go. I learned when I'm editing clips that the bottom part of my chat always gets cut off by the border. What up, Spence? Good to see you. Maybe we'll play some mouthwash later. Some mouthwashing. Because I was a little bit into that game. Here, we'll watch this. Rev says Desu while I set that up. This one says, progressive game developer calls female critics mental lightweights. And, excuse me, bitch? Why you attacking my females?
Second time this week, we're going to be talking about David Jaffe, who overnight essentially has become a lolcow in the gaming sphere because of his unhinged videos blaming what he considers YouTube grifters for the failure of games like Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Now, this is someone who typically garnered a lot of respect from gamers due to his contributions of God of War 1 and 2, but recently, like I said, he's released a series of videos that have drawn, let's just say, a lot of criticism, beginning with this one right here, where, to sum it up, he essentially blames what he considers YouTube grifters for the failure of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. You can
What? YouTube grifters? How about the fact that your game was woke as shit, dude? Is this the same guy? Hold on a second. Is this the same guy that got mad at Vera just for being hot? I saw that somewhere. Somebody got mad at this one content creator just because she was attractive. It was weird. It was weird.
See the like-dislike ratio.
I think this is the same guy.
Abysmal. What he's saying in this video is just a whole lot of unfounded cope. And if you want a full breakdown of that, I reacted to his video a few days ago. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. But like I said, essentially his whole point is these YouTube grifters, who essentially are anyone who disagrees with him ideologically, are the reason why games like Veilguard fail, because of the negative...
He looks like a liberal, dude. Look at that fucking Santa Claus looking ass boy. Look at his fucking white ass beard. He looks like somebody who enjoys watching his wife get fucked by the neighbor.
Coverage of everything going on with the game, and also anything surrounding it, like the developers who made it, and things they've said online, so on and so forth. However, it seems like he's continued his rampage, his quest to destroy his reputation amongst gamers with a pair of videos released over the past 24 hours. And we're going to start with
Wait. Yeah, there it is. Wait. Yeah, it was her. That's Vera Dark, right? I think that's her name. She's a female commentary channel. And she talks about game news and wokeness in gaming and shit. And, like, he got mad at her just because she's attractive. I don't understand. Maybe we can watch that in a second. I think I have that tab pulled up also. Fucking, wasn't it that? God of War creator attacks Vera Dark because she's too attractive. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Here, and we're only going to cover basically the conclusion of the video. I believe, based on context, he's reacting to a series of YouTubers who have been reacting to his previous video, and I think the main one he's reacting to here, because it's the largest one, is Asmongold's video reacting to that previous one. But let's just hear his clarifications, and I want to keep his statements in mind as we go into the next video he uploaded. So let's give this a listen.
Let's just say that you and I, if you are one of those people, we don't agree on the motivations behind why you are seeing more progressive ideas in your media. A lot of people are into this whole conspiracy thing, and I'm just like, that's not what's happening, in my opinion. But yeah, you have a right.
Okay, so what is happening in your wrong opinion?
Not to like it, but if you're gonna be cruel about it online and talk about how mean or be mean, talk about mean things about the trans community or the LGBT community, and you can't really back it up, you're just kind of like, I don't want that in my game. Yeah, I think you're a fucking idiot.
But, like, everybody's been able to back it up. Like, the shit is terrible writing. You have a shape-shifting demon person coming out as a they-them to their parents. What the fuck? Not a shape-shifting demon, but something. You have the ability to shape-shift in the game, but you're just not going to pick a gender because when you shoehorn your ideology into these games, that's what people have an issue with. You're freaking pushing your agenda.
Okay, so a couple things to note about what he said. He's pretty much doubling down. The reason we only saw a small section of his videos is because he just talks in circles for 7 minutes. But I think that's the main takeaway, okay? Note the things he mentioned. Conspiracies, as well as being mean to people for really no reason other than the fact you have no legitimate argument. Keep that in mind as we react to his next video where he goes after YouTuber Vera Dark. Now you can see this tweet here promoting the video. It says, "You don't have to like me and certainly don't have to agree with me, but please don't lie about what I say. And if you're going to try to attack me, please be smart enough to do so. Vera Dark," which of course is spelled wrong, but anyways. "Otherwise, I'll feel like I'm picking on a little kid." So,
what? It's these motherfuckers with the biggest ego on the goddamn planet. These guys think they're so smart. They're God's gift to society. That if you have even a slightly different opinion, you're just borderline retarded. Oh, if you're going to criticize me, at least be intelligent enough to do so, Vera. Oh, the fucking condescending smugness of these people. It's not even the LGBT community themselves, it's the fact that bad writing comes with it that pisses people off. Exactly! Because these people aren't writers, they're activists. That's the problem. You are putting activists in the writer's room and having them shit out a story. That's not gonna sell a game. You need actual writers in the room. You can't just sit there and just shit out a story and think people are going to like it automatically just because you've included enough trans people. Nobody cares. Does the person's gender preference or whatever the fuck have meaning or purpose in the narrative? If not, then it doesn't belong there. Simple as that, dude.
So you can see it's like a classic tactic of people who have no argument, right? They attack someone's intelligence. They just say, this person's an idiot. It's like picking on a child, and they have no idea what they're doing. They're stupid. But there's no argument actually presented because they don't have one to counter anything Vera Dark or any of the other critics are saying about his recent takes. Now, the video itself is quite unhinged. And I want to start with this section right.
I kind of want to see Vera's, I kind of want to see what Vera said about this guy.
Right here, where Vera Dark points out the fact that David has been very suspect about the events that followed the Trump assassination from earlier this summer.
Oh, what?
Do I think Trump's assassination was staged? I don't know, but I'll make a deal with you.
So, verbatim, you just heard. So he thinks what happened back in July of this year was possibly staged. He's not sure if it was staged or not. And this was...
It wasn't fucking staged. I get tired of people saying that shit. Do you know how much accuracy and how much lightning fast reflexes Donald Trump would need? He would need the world's greatest fucking sniper on the planet to just clip his ear, dude. At just the right moment. Counting into the fact of all the wind conditions and shit. Oh, and a spectator died. These people are retarded, and it's the arrogance of their stupidity that makes me the most mad. I could deal with people being stupid, but when they're so confidently incorrect, it just makes my blood boil to a point where I'm just like, shut the fuck up. This is why I can't watch this shit for very long. I can't watch these motherfuckers speak for very long. I was gonna do a whole deep dive into Joy Reid, but I couldn't fucking listen to her speak for more than a couple seconds without wanting to drop kick my TV. And we're not going to do that because we are mentally stable. Isn't that right, chat? We're just going to do what any normal functioning person would do and turn the video off.
It was something he drew a lot of fire for back earlier this year in July, right after it happened, where he said, "At first I was horrified. This isn't near okay as much as I despite the man. But wait, his Secret Service just lets him stand there and do a little bit? Come on, man."
What? Dude, well, when you fill your Secret Service with DEI hires, they're probably not going to be able to hold Donald Trump back when he pumps his fist in the air, triumphantly having dodged a bullet. Twice! There were 2 bullets that he dodged on that stage. One that clipped his ear, and the other one that was taken in the photo. That was 2 separate bullets. That has already been broken down by people. So when people say it's a fucking conspiracy, like, come on, dude. Yeah, I have to see a video. Yeah, you gotta bring something to keep the hands busy. Otherwise, you'll be typing in the chat. I do the same shit. I can't do it for very long.
Man, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I mean, what? With his effing head in plain view? So he's saying he's not sure if this event was staged.
And yes, with his head in plain view, the Secret Service had already cleared the site of any other shooters. They had already been like, clear! So he had more than ample opportunity to be like, fight! 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 I'll pop my head out. Fight! You know what I mean? Yes! Why does that mean that it's staged? The shooter had already been neutralized. I swear, people are fucking retarded.
Now let's remind ourselves what happened here, and especially if you're an international viewer who's not too familiar with what happened. Back in July, during a rally, Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt where the shooter blew off a piece of his ear. People say he was within 1 millimeter of instantly game-ending his life. And then an innocent bystander, a husband and father, was killed by stray bullets, and many say he was shielding his family from those bullets when he was hit. And then
Then the thing that pisses me off the most is that people think that Trump is just the type of guy who would sacrifice one of his followers to stage this event for a photo op. Like, just the mental gymnastics people try to just pull just to get around the fact that Donald Trump was almost assassinated by the Democrat establishment. Like, they just don't want to admit that their side is guilty of anything.
Snipers game-ended the actual sniper. He is not sure if that was all staged, because after it all happened and the shooter was dispatched, Trump got up and said, fight, fight, fight. Now, this is a political act of violence, but it's not a very political breakdown of events. That's literally just what happened. And David still, to this day, is not sure if it was staged or not. Trump derangement syndrome in his bubble he's living in has allowed him to become a unapologetic conspiracy theorist. These are the kind of people they would point out to the other side and say, those people are crazy. You're doing the same thing. You're running with conspiracy theories. It's insane. But that's just a jumping off point, right? So let's go back here and see a whole lot of projection about Vera Dark, and as we'll see, pretty much him just painting all of his political opponents onto her.
If you think that's beyond the pale and hard to believe, I don't know, then you guys talking about, hell, going back to Barack Obama not being a citizen, or you guys talking about kids going to school and coming home a different sex.
Your kid goes to school and comes home a few days later with an operation. The school decides what's going to happen with your child.
I mean, that's true. They come back socially different, bro. It happens all over the damn place. Kids go to school, they come back non-binary. And we're like, wait, what are they teaching you over there? These people friggin' look at things that are happening as if they're not happening, and then we're just making shit up.
Really want to go toe-to-toe with which political party, Vera, offers up a trough of horse shit? Who's got the most horse shit? I mean,
Democrats.
You're not educated enough. You're not bright enough, Vera, to talk to me or to...
What? You're not educated enough to talk to me, Vera. I just spent the last few minutes talking about how, you know, Trump's assassination was an inside job, but Trump's assassination was staged. Also, if you criticize anything I'm doing, you're not smart enough to even talk to me. The narcissism of these people, dude.
So you're going to see a common theme here where he tries to attack her intelligence and basically make her opinion sound like it's something no one should take seriously because he has no argument to present to what she's saying. But anyways, this whole idea that she's saying this or she's saying that, he is just projecting everything he disagrees with onto her, even though these are things she has never said. And she clarified this in a tweet. She has never let anyone know who she has voted for. She has never talked about this issue with Obama and his U.S. citizenship. She has never talked about this whole thing about you guys talking about kids going to school and coming out a different sex. These are all topics she has never talked about. He's just projecting everything he disagrees with onto anyone who dares to criticize him. And let's continue.
Yeah. Some people are just politically neutral. Some people just, which is probably the best place to be, if we're being honest. Be politically neutral. Where's my eggnog? Here we go. How to get my eggnog. That's probably the best place to be. Like, if you're a content creator and want to be successful, to be politically neutral. I just don't give a fuck. I'll talk about whatever the hell I want. I am open for opposition to come argue with me. But I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about whatever.
He will now start talking about grifting, and he wants to basically clarify his views on what a grifter is. And he's just gonna bullface lie about what he was talking about in his previous video and the perception he was giving when it came to what he believes a grifter is.
I've never defined grifter as that. A grifter is somebody who makes money off people by lying to them. That's what they do. A grifter is not someone who sits in front of a camera and talks about video games, Vera Dark. You just don't know how to do this.
So he says that a grifter is someone who lies to their audience and basically tells them what they want to hear, even if internally they don't believe that. And that is what a grifter is. And that's what I said in my video, my first one reacting to his video. But that's not what he was saying in his previous video. He made it very clear throughout the entirety that a grifter was just someone who disagreed with him, someone who covered video games or anything to do with the industry and had different opinions. He just dismisses all of them as grifters, and now he's trying to say, whoa, 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 I only meant the people lying. Well, first of all, you can't point to anyone who's lying, right? He tries to call Vera Dark a grifter while never proving that she's not in belief of anything she's saying. But this is from his previous video. This is what he was asked, is this a grifter? And this was his answer.
The grifters who hate woke still streamed the game and played it to finish grifting how bad the game was. So yeah, they didn't like it, but played it for views and ad revenue equals a grift, yeah. Avowed.
He says someone playing a game to completion even though they don't like it is grifting. No, that is not grifting. That's doing your research and giving a more honest review. If you want to go after a game and criticize it, wouldn't we want people playing through the entirety of the game?
Yes.
How is that grifting just because you dislike it? At least you're giving it a chance at that point, but it becomes very clear in that first video, a grifter is just anyone who disagrees with him or criticizes the things that he happens to like. But let's continue on here.
You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vera, because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine, by the way. There's no...
Do you see what he's doing there? He's basically implying the only reason anyone's checking out her content is because of her looks. And that's pretty much it. So the guy who's so progressive is reducing Vera Dark, a woman, to simply her appearance. And her opinion just doesn't matter. Apparently everyone is there just for the way that she looks.
No problem with that. I don't deny...
People really think that they're just there because she's hot. People are fucking stupid, dude. Like, what the hell?
One making money and building an audience off, you know, the things that they've got. But let's be clear. So far, my encounters with you online, you are kind of you're a mental lightweight. And that's fine.
Jesus Christ.
It's so ridiculous. Again, he hears a woman with an opinion and he's just like, well, you're a mental lightweight because I disagree with you. Like, this guy's so woke, he's becoming a misogynist. I mean, many such cases, by the way, but why do they do this, right? Why do they label all their ideological opponents as grifters, as someone who's only being paid attention to because of their looks?
Because they can't defend they can't defend their own stance. All they can do is parrot the talking points that the Democrat establishment gives them. They have no knowledge of what they're actually saying or believe in it. So they can't defend or explain any of their positions logically. So when you come at them with facts and logic, the best thing that they can do is insult your appearance or insult your intelligence or just say that you're stupid because they don't have an argument. It's such low IQ shit.
Or mental lightweights or all these things, as he's saying, well, it's to dehumanize you and basically make it so nobody wants to validate your opinion. They don't even want to check out your opinion because they have these negative views going into it. This guy has no legitimate argument to any point she is making, so he just insults her. It's funny because a lot of the people who are woke in the gaming industry, they constantly talk about YouTubers who criticize them, and they say, oh, they're so mean, they're always using these insults and blah, 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 but this is what they do. They have no legitimate arguments to anything. When people point out valid criticisms of the industry, the only response they have is to insult them. That's the only thing they have, and it's pathetic, and it's really obvious. They have no real arguments. They just have insults at this point.
People have all kinds of, like, you know what I'm bad at, Vera? I'm bad at math, man. If I was in, like, you know, NASA and they were like, oh shit, this.
You know what you're also bad at? Roasting people. You're also bad at having political opinions. You're also bad at researching shit. You're also bad at running a YouTube channel. You know what? You should just not do any of that.
Space station's gonna explode. Everybody, we can only solve this by looking at the blueprints and the math and the, you know, geometry. I don't fucking know. Jaffe, get in here. Within 5 minutes, they'd be like, Jaffe, go get the coffee. It's not for you. That's okay.
First of all, who are you to tell anybody?
Favorite eggnog flavor? You can't go wrong with cinnamon. I like cinnamon. I think it's nice. I like the cinnamon eggnog.
Buddy. What they're allowed to do. This is YouTube. This is freedom of speech. People are allowed to cover whatever they want. Just because you disagree with them doesn't mean they're not cut out for it. Like, at this point, who are you? I mean, really, at this point, you only exist right now to be laughed at. People are seeing what you're saying, and even your own followers, you can go to the comment section of any of these videos, and even the followers and supporters are like, dude, this is not it. Take the L. You're going off the deep end. And that is...
Yeah, defending wokeness in gaming is not a position you want to find yourself in, dude. Just take the L, dude. Nobody likes wokeness in gaming. Not a single person. Except woke motherfuckers. The few of them that there are. You're catering to a small fraction of a demographic. And then wondering why your games aren't selling. Because you're alienating the rest of the people who don't give a fuck about identity politics.
Ironic, because now you're telling people like Verodark, who have a very supportive community, that they're wrong and that they have no right to be speaking on these issues because they're so mentally inept.
Right. Your voice could literally get Putin to back out of the Ukraine. The Ukraine was a boy band from the 80s. Ukraine.
What? He said her voice could get Putin to back out of Ukraine? That sounds like a compliment to me. I don't know.
You have about...
What does her voice have to do with anything? Which, by the way, I don't think anyone has an issue with other than someone trying to use that as a way to get angry with her. Like,
It sounds like he was trying to say is that she's hot. That's it. It's it. No, she's hot. She's so hot she can get Putin to back out of the Ukraine. It's too bad that she's fucking stupid. That's essentially what he's saying. He's saying she's hot. Her voice, she has a hot voice. She could end wars with her voice. That's how hot she is. She's just retarded. Oh, he's so fucking stupid. I can't believe people like this exist.
Tell me, like, what is constructive about talking about her voice? Like, I could talk about your voice and the awkward pauses and the mouth clearing every 2 seconds, but what does that prove? It's just stupid. It's just a stupid thing.
Don't as much mental capacity as a spider that I killed in my shower this morning. It's the goddamn...
Again, that's all they have. This was 5 minutes
of
just insulting her while calling her stupid and saying that her looks are the only thing people value and that her voice is unlistenable. Like, that is ridiculous. It's obvious you have no counters to anything people have been criticizing you for, and at this point you've become an overnight lolcow, and it's not worth it. 13 hours ago, 4K views. I'm not trying to view shame or anything like that. This is not worth getting bodied and damaging your reputation.
And yeah, I'm sorry, but he has 55,000 subscribers, and this video got only 183 likes. Like, no, he's getting 100% ratioed in the chat, bro.
In the gaming industry and among gamers. No reason for any of this, but for now, that is the latest set of news involving this situation. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about these topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
Hell yeah, bruh. I wanted to watch that because I like Vera. I'm subscribed to Vera. So when people start attacking, I'm just like, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? I've got a lot of the wokeness in gaming videos stacked up, piled up to the heavens. Oh shit. I forgot about this one. Hold on a second. It's a Gundam was fucking... I think I developed a piercing headache from that. Let's take a break from politics in a little bit. Maybe we'll watch some stuff about gaming and shit. It's a Gundam uploaded a video. Wicked press tour made me hate theater kids even more. I like It's a Gundam. And I think, is that Ariana Grande? What's going on here? See, this is why I go live. This is why I live stream and hang out with you guys. Because I work so much. I work like around the clock. If I'm not working my full-time job, I'm game developing, making a video, or making a song. So I'm out of the loop with a lot of things. So when I go live and I watch these videos, that seems like a good time to catch up on some current events. And Ariana Grande, is she dating this fucking yeah, that is Ariana Grande. Yeah, she looks horrible. Yeah, she does, dude. What did Pete Davidson roast you that bad in his stand-up special that you went gay? You started dating this bald bitch. I think that's what's happening, right? I've seen pictures of them holding hands. See, this is what I mean when I say I'm out of the loop. I don't know shit about anything that's going on unless I'm researching it for a video.
Give Teen Vogue a hand. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, she has her hair pulled back. Okay, I thought she shaved her head. No, she's not dating. She's a movie co-star. Oh, okay. See, this is why I have you, chat. This is why I need the chat. You guys educate me on current events. Yeah, okay, I thought she shaved her head. But her hair is just pulled back into a bun. That's the woman who plays the Wicked Witch in Wicked. I'm happy. Sorry, I was surprised I was even able to say that so fluently. Okay, so the new Wicked movie, right? With the green bitch. She's got the bull ring, nose ring also. And those long ass fingernails. This is why they invented the bidet. For bitches like this. With these long ass fucking fingernails.
Oh gosh.
What the fuck? What was that cringe shit? What is this cringe? What is this cringy shit?
Thank you very much. Oh gosh.
Are they even from this planet? What is going on here, dude? Mood. Larry Bird. What's the fucking guy's name? I probably fucked that up. That's probably not his name, is it? Oh, god damn it. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Larry David? Shit. Anyways, jumping out the window was a mood. That's all I wanted to say. It's a Gundam!
Wicked, a Broadway play that was wildly popular and successful for years.
Dude, I watched Wicked the play when I was in high school because I was in the drama community. I took 2 years of drama class, so I know all about Wicked and the drama, the play Wicked. I heard that was good. I don't know why they felt they needed to adapt it into a movie.
You might have heard of it. If you've dated an American woman, you've been forced to endure it, like the Adeptus Astartes, crossing the Rubicon to become Primaris.
Except nowhere near as cool, so this is a bad analogy.
Needless to say, the press tour for Wicked has been so insufferably odd, with weird, manufactured emotional reactions to everything.
So buckle up. You're going.
Oh, there's also a situation where the doll packaging didn't go to the movie site, but something more adult. Oh.
Going to be injected with all
Oh,
Hollywood
jeez.
to your brain. You've been warned.
He's gay!
Intention is not to diminish anyone else's version of Elphaba.
Yeah, of course not.
Ever. But the intention is to allow her to show up as me in my body.
Right.
And
This Rolling Stones
What?
interview felt like a self-affirmation session. Cynthia's so involved with her own existence, it wasn't about her playing a character, but the character showing up as her.
And I loathe
What? Why is she acting like... She's acting like the character is playing her instead of her playing the character. Like, what the fuck?
to make it about this, but it is what it is. As a black woman who is queer, who shows up in this way.
I forgot she's black and queer. Oh, and a woman, too. The holy trinity for Victimhood Olympics. If she was trans, it would have been game over.
Oh, someone please stop him!
The female interviewer here wasn't even needed.
Yeah, of course not.
She's a black queer.
No,
Like
dude,
this,
absolutely.
this.
Of course she is. Of course she's a black queer. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't she be?
No.
Yeah.
But then again, modern Rolling Stone is a publication from a bygone era that has lost all of its credibility. And it's about as interesting and useful as any other progressive rag mag, waiting for its inevitable slide into the abyss.
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
Around early October, the fans did the unthinkable.
The fans are bigots. Racist fan edits. What the fuck?
Made the movie poster match the iconic Broadway poster. And Cynthia didn't take it very well.
Oh, I was
Wait, what?
actually looking forward to Wicked because I'm a huge fan of...
That looks good, though. What was the other one? Wait, this is the edit, right? That looks good. The original poster is illustration. I don't know.
in
Maybe
the
I'll
Broadway
explain it.
show. And then I read this. No one is degrading the actress. They're merely mirroring the most iconic art from the most successful, most beloved Broadway show. As the actress who plays Elphaba, you should know that it was done out of love for the Broadway show, and not done out of hatred. This pisses me off.
Sorry, Steph. You're officially a bigot now.
Cynthia has reacted to the viral edits of the Wicked poster. Cynthia slams fan edits of Wicked
Nefarious,
poster.
you have a new subscriber.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the subscription.
Wildest, most offensive thing I've ever seen. It degrades me. It degrades us, the actress, right?
What the living hell was she talking about? It's literally a re-edit. It's not that deep. But when you're dealing with someone that needs to tell you
Yeah,
their
I don't
race
understand.
and sexuality off the bat, and I'm surprised there was no pronouns, you're dealing with an emotional vampire that lives off of blind praise.
Cynthia gets a hug from Ariana Grande. As
Dude, fuck Ariana Grande. Isn't she like a homewrecker? Isn't that the bitch that dates dudes who are married just to break their relationships apart? And then she breaks up with the guy and leaves him in a puddle of nothing? I'm pretty sure that's her. I'm pretty sure that's who she is. The original had the actress's eyes visible. If you didn't know it was referencing the Wicked poster, you'd probably think it was Ariana just whispering as Cynthia stared into your soul. Wait a minute, I think I just saw it. Hold on a second. I think he just put that up there. Yeah, here's the... Okay. Alright, yeah, here's the... Alright. Yeah, this one is way better. It's more mysterious. Like, it's more mysterious. Like, this one doesn't even look like this. I mean, it... I don't know. I like this one better. This one looks more like the original one, and it looks more mysterious. And I don't know, the red lips just pop more. This one looks just like it was photoshopped badly. It looks like the actress who plays her is just too narcissistic. That she just had to get she had to have her eyes visible so people knew who she was. Oh, you can't see me here. They don't know that it's me. But at least here they know that it's me, as you can see my face. Like, what? No, this one's way better, dude. You can see it's clearly visible. Or not clearly, I'm sorry. It just looks more mysterious. Like, I don't know. It just pops more, bruh. Where was I at? I lost my spot. There we go.
As the problem hitmaker weighs in on the controversy over fan memes of the Wicked poster.
Overly privileged rich women are an international problem.
Let me put this right here to remind you and cleanse your palate.
Cleanse your palate. Fuck off, dude. What the hell? No, this one's ugly. I don't like it.
This is the weirdest, most offensive thing I've ever seen. Equal to that awful AI of us fighting. Equal to people posing the question, is your kitty green? None of this is funny. None of this is cute. It degrades me.
I'm so confused. What? Are people really asking that question? Is your pussy green? Like, are people asking that? Because of the fucking... I'm so confused. She's not the first person to do full body makeup. Like, what the hell? Are people forgetting Guardians of the Galaxy already? Are people forgetting goddamn fucking Thanos, bruh? Like, what the fuck? I'll take things that didn't happen for 100, Alex.
It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I am a real-life human being who choose to look right down the barrel of that camera at you, the viewer. Because without words, we communicate with our eyes.
Shut the fuck up.
Our poster is a homage, not an imitation. To edit my face, to hide my eyes, is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful.
Why are black British women that are now Hollywood actresses so insufferable?
Dude,
So
right,
my
bro? What the hell?
character, you know, she's a powerful leader. She's a powerful leader. Yes. In a very woman-centered world, which I was very excited to kind of be in that, because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was kind of cool to have like this sort of woman-centered figure.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
It's a fan edit, lady. God, it must be so tiring being a victim whenever the opportunity presents itself. Giving
People
us
act
that
like-
DSP energy.
Dude, people really act like you can control every single motherfucker on the goddamn planet. Like, if you don't like somebody's fan edit, if you don't like somebody's fan edit, move on! Like, what the fuck? Just fucking scroll past it and shut the fuck up. You're not gonna be able to control everybody's goddamn actions, bro. Or what people do to your fucking pictures that you post publicly. Someone photoshops it to look better. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Every day in the Emerald City is a pride parade.
Oh my God,
right?
yeah.
I mean, look at like...
That's great.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Even like the chickens.
What?
Those
Snow
chickens
leopard with
are
the little
gay.
cape. Oh.
Those chickens are gay. Get the fuck out of here, Ariana Grande. You're such a stupid bitch. Hello? Welcome to the stream. We're watching It's a Gundam.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, Dr. Dillman in that Bodhi cardigan.
Oh.
Let's wake it up.
Let's
talk about it.
Hell no!
I have a feeling this movie won't do well in Asia or the Middle East.
I love It's a Gundam's friggin' edits, dude.
They'll probably give it that arcane Netflix treatment.
I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings, and I can share them.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not weird
What?
at all.
And
See, they're holding hands. Are you sure they're not dating? Or are they just weird? They're probably just weird. They're probably just cringe theater kids. Right? It's a Gundam. They're just weird theater kids. Oh, fuck. They're so insufferable.
And someone said to me once that the green was the thing that I would love the most about Alphabet, that I would want to stay green. But actually, being green, yes, I loved playing this character. But every time I took the makeup off, I loved who I was even more.
Oh my god, you're so boring. You're so boring! You are not an interesting person. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm almost dozed off sitting there listening to her speak.
So I've come away like feeling really beautiful.
You f***ing are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The only way Cynthia could love herself anymore would be to clone herself, then to herself. Oh, Christ. This is from Pink News. A public...
Oh, fuck. Fuck you, Pink News. God damn it.
Publication so gay it made Richard Simmons homophobic.
You know?
Yeah. What you've brought to this film and to these characters, you've not just taken care of them, you have transformed them for good.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stuff like
welcome,
this is why
bitch.
other countries hate America.
This is my first time ever doing a jungle.
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift.
You brought such.
They're so fake. They're so fake. Oh my god. Oh. God, I hate them both. Not because they are who they are, but because they're so fucking fake. They're the most inauthentic people on the goddamn planet. You're perfect. You're in love. You're something. You're special. You guys shut the fuck up.
Light into the room. Thank you very
You bring
much.
light. Oh, you bring light into the room. Oh, you illuminate the room. The room was dark because it had no power, but you walked into the room and everything was illuminated. Shut the fuck up.
For coming into this room today. We needed to come in.
Oh my god, this is so fake. This is why.
Thank you. Oh my god, could you be any more cringe? Jesus Christ. Oh, you're so. You bring light into the. Jesus Christ. Fucking deep throat it harder, why don't you?
Women can't lead countries. You've brought such light into the room. They're tripping over each other to tell her she's a light. Get the F out of my face with this. You brought such light into the room with your hair so fried from.
What the fuck? They were really sucking off this frickin' 5. I can't stand people sometimes, dude. They're so fake. No, there is nobody real. Nobody real on the internet.
Dying at bleach
Or in
white.
real
Oh
life
my
anymore.
god, you have so much grace, like a San Francisco crackhead. When you originally came in here, I thought you were the caterer, but you had more light in your eyes, so we knew we couldn't bully you into getting me some Cracker Barrel.
My girlfriend, she took her 2 little girls last night, 5 and 7 years old, and I've written down what they said. At the end of it, they said, they said, you have to be good and you have to be kind to everybody.
Whoa.
And she is a good witch.
Yeah, that's the message.
You know.
What? What the fuck? Ariana Grande, dude, you're so fake, dude. You're so fake. Whoa.
What I mean? It's that impact.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't know why these people piss me off so much, dude. I fucking hate it. What up, V? Emmy-chan? Emmy-chan! You're awake. It's a Gundam.
You think she is a good witch? Like, if like kids can feel that, then yeah.
Oh my god.
They're so fake! They're so fake! Oh my god, I can't stand these people, bro.
Straight from the mouths of babes.
2 children saw the movie and thought that Alphaba was a good witch.
That's the point.
Yeah. They shipped us. Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't get it.
It's not you. You're not really Alphaba.
You didn't get it?
Look up that way. There you go.
Thank you.
Crocodile celebrity tears. We have to endure these 2 socially inept rich theater kids that are running amok on this press tour, spreading their literal cringe like a
Dude, it's so fucking cringe. Okay, get coffee. I should have picked up some coffee at the store. I've got like 3 things of creamer and no coffee. These people are so fucking fake. They're going to these interviews acting like they're playing the part of an empathetic person. Like, these are two literal demons just pretending to be caring about the world around them. Like, what the fuck? It's such horse shit, dude. Such horse shit. It's so fake, and it's just...
digital disease. And here I am talking about it. No, I'm not even commenting on the weird grooming video where they're standing and talking, and then I was going to call her Alpha Bubba. Who cares? Cynthia starts touching Ariana Grande. No, don't care. These people are so weird that if Michael Jackson had lived, he would look damn near normal now.
I've seen this week people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is holding space? What does that mean? I can't even explain to you because it defies all logic. In order to be able to even process what was just said, you need to be a vapid woman or a raging homosexual. I've got nothing for you. I can't break it down.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
What?
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
What are they wearing? Is this the fashion choice of Hollywood? They walk around looking like they look like a giant tube sock. Like, I don't understand what the fuck. What are they wearing? I can't even pay attention to anything they're saying because I'm so distracted by their inauthenticity and their bullshit fashion choice.
I didn't know that was happening.
See why we keep women out of war? Rub that index finger, baby. Well, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what this is.
Another day in paradise.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it on a couple posts. I don't know how widespread, but you know, I am in queer media, so that's my,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Queer
See,
media.
Queer media, which specializes now in narcissistic social media, spending their day on TikTok posting meaningless digital litter all day rather than seeking therapy. Welcome to America in 2024. About to be 2025. You're screwed, as the kids say. We're cooked.
Oh my god.
This is fine. Cynthia Alvaro, whatever her name is only the second black woman to play Alphaba in a major production of Wicked. I hope it's a bit of a love letter to all the black women who have walked into rooms and felt like they haven't been welcome.
Thank you, Cynthia, for another massive victim segment. It's brave of you to come out and say these things without your emotional support skeleton.
There have been many black Alphabas on Broadway, and considering Cynthia took a photo with the current West End actress playing Alphaba and Glinda, she should know this as well.
Sorry, Steph. If you could stop being a massive bigot, you would understand that she is breaking the glass ceiling right now. Also saying that she's like the 8th black Alphaba, it doesn't have the same ring as saying she's the second one for the show media, looking for clicks and people to sit there and think that this is some major breakthrough because we have to pretend that segregation still exists now or something. God only knows. There's light years more of this. I'm really serious. There's like endless amounts of this, and I'm out. I refuse to watch anymore. But if you watch this video and you gave me a like and a subscribe, you brought light into this world. You are ear delicious when you speak. Cherubs and angels sing. Your hair is so beautiful with the way that you didn't wash the oil out of it. As you look disheveled at your job right now, just know that so long as you are in the world, there's light in the world. That's what Alphaba has taught me.
I can't believe that shit, dude. What the fuck? What up, Candy? Hi, have you talked about Biden pardoning Hunter? What? Why did he even lie about it? Obviously, he was going to pardon him. Yeah, of course. I didn't know about that, though. Was that a thing that happened? Any tips to get into drinking coffee? You gotta drink good coffee. Like, I drink coffee, like, okay, so I have a coffee maker, like a Keurig machine where you put in the pod and then it spits out like a cup of coffee. And then I put a little dash of fucking French vanilla creamer in there. And that's my go-to. Just French vanilla coffee. Let's see what's going on with the Asmongold thing. There we go. This one was just sent to me, but I'm pretty sure we watched something on this already.
But anyway, the dev called you.
Oh yeah, we watched somebody else talk about this, but this is Asmongold talking about it. So I want to see his reaction to this game dev slandering him.
Anti-gay? I'm anti-gay? I didn't know that. Well, you know, I learn something new every day. What can I say?
Context. So let me be clear about this, because my brain turned to mush while looking into it. So there's this game called Mouthwashing that has been receiving lots of praise.
We played a little bit of that last stream.
Days ago, Asmon made a video about it because people were making fan art of the game and receiving death threats because of it. Asmon was obviously shocked about these psychos and came out in full support of the artists and the game itself.
Where do these people come from? Every single time now any new game comes out, there's like somebody that does fan art of it, and people lose their fucking mind.
And Asmon even said he would try the game out.
Is it a long game? Okay, why don't we play it this week? Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Now, you would assume anyone who worked for a game would be ecstatic about receiving literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in free advertisement, but unfortunately for Mouthwashing, they have this edgy boy as a composer.
The anti-woke crowd has found a game I feel sick to my fucking... So like, being on Twitter is going to be so unbelievably painful. Now on that I can be active on here, I don't have the energy for this. Bro, it's a website. Chill out. He seemed interested in the game and said he'd play it after hearing about the controversy. So I'd say seeing more people experiencing your art, the better, even if you don't like them. Anti-woke means anti-gay, means anti-me as a dev. I've seen that dance many times before. I don't want him playing it regardless of the exposure because it's making me feel like...
Oh my god, these people are fucking stupid. Alright, Wrangler. Have a good one, dude. These people are so fucking pussy. They're so pussy, dude. Oh, just because of somebody's opinions, we're gonna turn down their massive exposure to our game. Because it makes me feel bad. Like, what? Like, what? Set aside the fact that anti-woke does not mean anti-gay. Like, set aside the fact that he's completely wrong about all of that anyways. Why would you turn down this free advertisement just because of just because of your perceived political view from Asmon? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would you do that? From a game developer's perspective, that's like the worst move you could fucking make. He's gonna play your indie game. And you don't even have to pay him for it. His chat wanted it to be... Like, oh my god, you're so stupid. You're so stupid.
Like absolute shit. Bro, chill the fuck out.
Again, just to clarify, this is all from the composer. The other devs haven't said one single thing, and Asmon is playing the game right now.
What a dumbass thing to think. I feel like I've never been inconsistent on at all. Like, I used to sleep in a bed with 5 other dudes. This is like the one thing that you probably can't say the most. Like, imagine you could play Smash Brothers with your boys and then smash your boys.
Did he? Did he actually say that, or is that an AI generated video? I can't tell I can't tell anymore, dude.
I don't hate gay people. I never did. That's in your head. What I do hate, though, is when people, they add a gay person into a game and they make them being gay their only personality trait. I think that's kind of shitty. It sucks.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb as shit. That's the shit that we hate. That's what we don't like. When you rope in the DEI shit, it's not the fact that it's inclusive. It's how you're including them. You're in... Being gay or being trans or being non-binary is their entire personality. That's the only thing they have going for them. It makes no sense. Let's see what else is going on. And then maybe we'll play some mouth washing or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know what's going on. Biden pardons Hunter. Okay, oh, this is literally what Candy was just talking about. Oh, shit. Hold on. This literally dropped like 30 minutes ago or some shit. Yeah, like an hour ago. Wow, bro. What the fuck? Of course he does. Of course he does.
Boy Benny, remember when they said that Joe Biden would bring decency back to the White House, but what he really brought was his sex pest degenerate criminal son to live in the White House, which he did for
no one is above the law. Oh, how ironic.
Years. Hunter Biden lived in the White House for years and served as a de facto advisor to Joe Biden. Meanwhile, they kept discovering little baggies of cocaine all over the White House. I'm sure there's absolutely no connection. Anyway...
How do you lose your coke, dude? Like what? I don't understand how you can be so careless that you lose your cocaine.
Joe Biden, at the time, posted, "No one is above the law," even when his son was being charged in multiple criminal cases brought by his own DOJ because of the demonstrable, obvious crimes that were on Hunter Biden's laptop that his own DOJ tried to cover up. Anyway, juries found Hunter guilty of gun crimes and not paying millions of dollars in taxes through foreign money laundering. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden said many, many times that his criminal, dead-ass son, who was absolutely guilty of all of these, and admitted he was guilty, pled guilty, actually, that's how guilty Hunter Biden was, and well, he would never pardon his son. Joe Biden said it on camera.
To accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is.
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
So Joe Biden said this many, many times over. Joe Biden said it again and again and again. And then Joe Biden's little flunkies that were trotted out, the DEI press secretary, Cringe Jean-Pierre, well, she repeated it over and over again.
Will the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear, and I said no.
Okay. Let me go back to the first question of the briefing. I know you said not a lot's changed since yesterday and that it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Again, you've also said several.
Oh, okay. So they've just caught up lying again. Awesome. This is our administration. Fantastic.
The president would not pardon or commute the sentences for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no.
It's a no for now. That's what she means. Oh, is he pardoning Hunter today? No. Oh, today? No, not today. just in December, you know. a month before Donald Trump takes office, we're gonna pardon Hunter as our last, just our last thing. We're gonna slide in there for a minute.
No, it will be a no. It is a no, and I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No.
Oh,
there
look,
you go.
Here we go.
All right.
New. Joe Biden makes history as the first president to pardon his criminal son, Hunter.
Imagine that being your legacy. Joe Biden makes history as the first president ever to pardon his criminal son. Oh. Well, you had us in the first half there, guy. Oh, he made history. Yeah, the president. Oh, he pardoned it. Okay, well, no, we don't like the last half of that.
Biden, wow, would you look at that? Who would have thought that a man who is a fraudulent and illegitimate president would behave in a fraudulent and illegitimate parasitic manner to atomize and destroy his party on his way out the door through sick, selfish actions? In this, Joe Biden issues a blanket pardon of his son. For my entire career, I followed a simple principle. Just tell the American people the truth. But Joe Biden lied dozens of times on camera. Joe Biden's press secretary lied dozens of times on camera about pardoning Hunter Biden. And now Joe Biden is saying that his son, who should have faced much larger charges, the biggest charges would obviously be foreign agent charges because he took millions, if not billions of dollars from foreign national governments without ever registering as a foreign agent. This is the simplest charge to ever make. Joe Biden's DOJ had to be pulled kicking and screaming to actually bring criminal charges against the most obvious criminal that ever existed. Yet Joe Biden says that it was a political persecution. I mean, I honestly, I can't believe it. I can't believe. I don't even want to read it because I don't want to get struck by lightning.
As he starts to read it.
He sent a pardon from his son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere in the Justice Department's decision-making.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up, Biden. What the hell? Are we surprised? Are we surprised this is even a thing that happened? Well, I'm not. We already fucking knew it was gonna happen. This is all fucking bullshit, dude.
I kept my word even as I watched my son be selectively and unfairly prosecuted.
Oh, yeah, he pled guilty, but, whatever. Yeah, it was unfairly prosecuted. We left all the coke lying around the turned the White House into the white powder house. But nope. Oh, he was so unfairly prosecuted. Donald Trump got off scot-free, so why shouldn't Hunter? That was probably his decision, his thought process. Oh, Donald Trump escaped all his 34 felonies, so why shouldn't Hunter Biden escape all his felonies? Go ahead and pardon him on my way out the door.
It takes a lot to shock me these days. This actually shocks me. This is really something quite remarkable. This is a pardon for 11 years for those offenses against the United States which have been committed or may have been committed, taken part during the period of January 1st, 2014 through December 2024, including but not limited to the offenses or charged, prosecuting, including having resulted in. So he's pardoning him for 11 years of crime.
Wow, dude, wow.
Does that seem a little aggressive to you?
Yeah, it was.
11 years of crimes, starting with, and this is very interesting, starting with this date right here, January 1st, 2014. What is that date? That's the date when Hunter Biden started working in Ukraine. Would you look at that? So is this not an admission of guilt? That this is an actual crime family? Obviously. This should make everyone's blood boil, and it is. This is not going over well with Democrat Party apparatchiks or elected leaders. This is going to destroy the Democrat Party, and they know it. The Democrat Party has lost all high ground. When Donald Trump walks in and pardons every January 6th defendant on day one, they have nothing to point to, nothing to say. Hunter Biden is more guilty than every single criminal defendant on January 6th combined. That's a fact.
There was so much evidence, dude. There was so much evidence. Friggin' Marjorie Taylor Greene was pulling out friggin' slides of the shit. catching him with the hotels with the hookers and shit, bringing it to Congress's attention. He 100% did all of that shit.
This proves, once and for all, that the Democrat Party is an elite cabal of parasites who grift off public office to enrich and protect themselves from crimes, from literal crimes, whatever they can get away with. The DNC is a Ponzi scheme. Add that with the way that Kamala spent money to run a failed campaign that she knew was doomed from the start just to pay off her multimillionaire Hollywood friends. That's what the Kamala campaign was, a massive Ponzi scheme. The Democrat Party's over. It's over.
Pretty much, dude. I swear that Joe Biden's whole administration was just a money laundering scheme. Just to wash dirty money. Wash dirty Wall Street money with his Ukraine funding. All that money probably went back into Burisma.
It is insane to watch the Democrat Party atomize and destroy itself. Just 2 years ago, they had full control of the legislative branch and executive branch. And now they're a dead party. Dead.
Goddamn right.
Dead. And I'll show you in just a second. Like, Democrats are going to leave the party because of this. They may never win an election again. Why would you ever vote for this? This is the opposite. Look at this is Hunter. This is what Hunter Biden looked like 2 weeks ago. Something bad was happening, and I think with Pam Bondi and Kash Patel taking the reins of justice in the country, this is why Hunter Biden looked like this. Yeah. Hunter Biden pardoned all crimes committed in an 11-year period.
That is a lot, dude. That means they had shit backed all the way up for over a decade, bruh. What the hell?
What does this say about the criminality of the actual Biden family? This is how much Uncle Joe hates his party. He just guaranteed that Democrats will never be able to complain about anything Donald Trump does at DOJ.
Dude, I didn't even think about that shit, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, the Democrats will never be able to say anything ever again. He just dive-bombed the Democrats' chances to even use that as a goddamn scapegoat anymore. I swear, Donna, Joe Biden has been sabotaging the Democratic Party ever since they tried to force him out of power. I swear, dude. Joe Biden has been sabotaging the Democrats for so long. And this was probably his last nuke to his own party. Yeah, we're going to pardon Hunter Biden. We're going to pardon all of Hunter Biden's crimes. So now you can't say shit about any of Donald Trump's anything. About any of the bookkeeping errors, about any of the felonies that were dropped. You can't say shit. I'm here, by the way, just listening while playing a game. All right. Hell yeah. Clownfish uploaded. Apparently, Elon wants to buy D&D. Elon should buy all of that shit. He needs to buy as many things as possible. We need to take back the culture, okay? We need to take back the culture. We need more based billionaires to buy more shit. Buy more of these corrupt companies and get them out of the woke. Have you seen Nux and Or's video on Trump's case dismissal and Hassan's meltdown? I have not, but we can watch that also. Let me go ahead and pull those up. I will pull those up. We can listen to this while I pull those up.
That's right. This is what everyone is saying. Joe Biden has always been a venial liar who utilized his political power to pursue familial gain. So, of course, he's pardoning Hunter. He is always going to pardon Hunter. Hunter was the bag man. They impeached Trump for merely asking about Hunter Biden's corrupt influence peddling, and then he turned around and pardoned Hunter for the teeny fraction of crimes that he committed, that he was only charged with by accident. Truly insane and enraging. A disgraceful action that will be thrown in the face of everyone who highlights Trump trampling norms for his benefit and his supporters' benefits. Yes, that's right. Not a great way to end your presidency, says billionaire Bill Ackman. Again, Joe Biden says in his press release about this, I've always wanted to be clear with the American people. I've always been honest with the American people. Tell the American people the truth.
No, he doesn't give a fuck. He could not give less of a fuck. He's always been about his own self-interest.
Here, Joe Biden says he will not pardon Hunter Biden. Tries to pardon every single J6 defendant on the first day in office, all of them. Even the people who were engaged in the most criminal acts possible have already been punished far beyond what anybody else would have gotten for the same offenses in D.C. There are political prosecutions. Pardon them all. Hunter Biden is so much more guilty than any of them. In bombshell U-turn decision. Yeah, right. Look at this scum.
U-turn decision. They act like he just changed his mind. Like, oh no, no, he was always going to pardon Hunter. The only reason he was saying no was just in case he didn't have to. But no, he was always planning on it. If things went south, that was going to be his thing. He was going to do that.
Scum. Biden is right about one thing. Hunter was singled out for special treatment when it took a national scandal to drag the DOJ into action. If anyone is willfully or so flagrantly didn't pay millions of dollars in taxes, violate federal gun laws, he would have been locked up immediately. That's exactly correct. Joe Biden just gave Trump the ammunition to pardon every J6 rioter, and he has the power to do it. Joe Biden is a corrupt liar.
I swear, dude, that's why Joe Biden did it. Like, that might have been why Joe Biden did it, dude. He pardoned Hunter just so Donald Trump could have an excuse to pardon all of this shit and not be looked at as a tyrant. Now he has a... Dude. Joe Biden is like a fucking double agent since he got booted from the presidency.
And he and his brother James and the bagman son Hunter all deserve to be in prison for repeatedly selling this country out in exchange for cash, cars, and even diamonds, foreign crooks, expecting official favors from the U.S. government in return. This is exactly right. This is Chris Cillizza. This guy's a big-time leftist reporter.
Oh, I remember Chris Cillizza. I used to watch his show. I think he had a show on CNN. I liked his show.
Colossally selfish decision that will allow every Trump supporter to note that Democrats say one thing and do another. That's exactly right. Everyone is turning on Joe Biden for this. Everyone. Everyone. He gave us his word as a Biden. Look at this, John Harwood, psychotic lib, saying this a couple months ago. People who insist that Joe Biden will pardon Hunter are specifically ruling it out, or telling on themselves. They can't imagine someone acting on principle and keeping his word. Can we get an update, Mr. Journalist Man? This tweet is still up. A selfish and senile old man, says Nate Silver. The White House consistently lied about this. Biden's stubborn insistence on running for re-election was perhaps the singular most important factor in Trump 2.0, and now he's kicking salt in the wound of the party brand he helped to destroy. This is what everyone is saying. They've destroyed the party. No one will ever be in the Democrat Party ever again. Democrats will never win another election ever again.
Nope.
No president has ever pardoned a direct family member. Joe Biden pardons Hunter, convicted of tax and gun crimes.
Yep.
As expected, Joe Biden has done it. President Trump. Joe Biden pardoning Hunter Biden, whose crimes are more dangerous to society and national security than all J6 defendants combined, you would have overwhelming justification to power all J6 defendants with a stroke of a pen. Free them all. Remember, the depositions and hearings should be on the road. This is what Mike Davis is saying, that if he pardons someone like Hunter or Jack Smith, they can no longer invoke the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination and avoid testifying before Congress and grand juries. If those pardoned refuse to testify, they can face new charges or criminal contempt. Ooh, okay. Oh, man, people, libs. Like Nate Silver is a lib, and they're raging about this. Elected Democrats are raging about this. They say, like, this is great from Sean Davis, a Federalist. A limited pardon for Hunter for the gun crap or the tax stuff, I wouldn't like it, but I could understand it. A blanket pardon for every single crime he committed over the last decade? F that. Time to put Joe and James and everyone else in this garbage family in prison for the rest of their miserable lives. This is exactly right. They have something horrible to cover up. Here's Jared Polis. This is a big-time, like, famous politician.
That is ironic. Did a water park just burn to the ground, bruh? Did a tow truck just break down? It's ironic as fuck.
The governor of Colorado. He's a very famous Democrat, very powerful Democrat. As a father, I can certainly understand Joe Biden's natural desire to help his son. I am disappointed that he put his family ahead of country. This is bad precedent that will be abused by later presidents and will tarnish his reputation. When you become the president, your role is a pattern familias to the nation. Hunter brought legal trouble he faced on himself. He can sympathize with his struggles and acknowledging no one is above the law, the president, and not the president's son. So Joe Biden's getting torched by Democrats, and many saying this is, of course, right when Hunter Biden started working in Ukraine, obviously.
Wow, of
Hunter
course,
Biden's
dude,
pardon
of
is a
course.
gift to January 6th, says Julie Kelly. This makes pardoning every single one of them so much easier and so much more acceptable. Joe Walsh, again, another big-time lib who is, who obviously hates Donald Trump and
He's a big-time lib, but he follows Benny Johnson, bro. I saw that shit. That is people just hate watch. I don't understand.
Democrat Party backer and supporter. This is utter BS, plain wrong and stupidly selfish. Shame on you, Joe Biden. You've given Trump license now to dole out favors to his family and wealthy friends. And when he does, you've given his supporters the opportunity to say, well, everyone does it. By the way, Biden lied about it. If you pardon Hunter, I'll be able to pardon all the J6 guys, and we can piss off literally everybody all at once. That's right. Here's Ronnie Jackson, congressman from Texas. Today, Biden's crackhead son received a full and unconditional pardon, despite a promise there'd be no such thing. Biden admin are disgraceful liars, but they're far worse. They've just admitted that their party is a criminal enterprise, is just a fraudulent, parasitic Ponzi scheme. That's the Democratic Party. That's the end of the game.
Yeah, and they lost so tremendously that this is probably his just last ditch effort to do one final thing on his way out the door, was to make sure that nobody goes to jail. Like, bro, what the fuck? Oh shit.
Off. It's over. That's the end. There is no more Democrat Party. That's it. They've admitted it. Okay? There is no such thing as the Democrat Party anymore. It's a Ponzi scheme. They've told on themselves. The mask is off. The game is up. So, hope you enjoy your pardon, Hunter Biden. There you go. Despicable, sick family. And the damage that they've done is incalculable. This is why you're going to get 50 years of MAGA. This is why you're going to get 50 years of MAGA. Good riddance. Good riddance. A pox on their house. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Can't wait to have cat.
The Trump Empire. Fucking alright. What else is going on? I moved out of my chair. Clownfish uploaded. And Nuxenor's video on Trump. I'm interested in both of those things. I think I follow Clownfish. I like their coverage of woke, of the woke media. I think the woke Doctor Who is what recommended them to me. Elon Musk could buy Dungeons and Dragons? Hasbro fans freak out. And then we'll watch the Nuxenor one, because that one's probably really long. Nux's videos are all like an hour. Boom.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the rumor that Elon Musk is pondering buying Hasbro, and
Look
people
what
are
you did.
freaking out. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I was somewhat involved in this
Did he start that rumor?
whole thing here. It was a conversation between Grums and Musk on Twitter, and I got name checked in it because we've been covering kind of the decline of Hasbro for a while. And then somebody said, hey, you should buy Hasbro, and he's like, hey, how much is it? And he makes that joke, and he's made that joke before
Yeah, I
with
don't
Twitter.
think he's serious.
In this case, I don't think he is, but who knows, right? Who knows? Because he also has said that he wants to build
Kash Patel nominated for FBI director is exciting. Yeah, we covered a little bit of that early in the stream. Yeah, we watched somebody talk about that. That is exciting. I'm interested. Like I said earlier, I don't know anything about any of Donald Trump's cabinet picks. I just know that the left has been melting down at every single one. And it's so funny.
Video game studio. And Hasbro, has Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering and a whole bunch of stuff. And they want to basically be a video game company. So who the hell knows? So what we're going to talk about the reactions to that.
Oh my God. If they're melting down over X, what are they going to do if he gets Hasbro?
Dude,
I don't
would be so
know.
Funny.
I really don't know. I mean, honestly, the only thing I could see him being, well, a couple things I could see him being interested in. One, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, because he had harsh words about the treatment of the Gygax legacy.
Yes, same.
And isn't D&D woke as fuck now? I saw something about them being woke as shit. And he likes them fantasy games, so I wouldn't be surprised. Isn't he like the top ranked player in like Diablo 4 or something like that? So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he bought Dungeons and Dragons. And he needs to.
Which we've been covering that for years. And 2, Optimus Prime, because his AI
oh yes,
robot
it's Optimus.
is called Optimus. Like shit, then he'd own the Optimus name completely, and probably Optimus Prime turns into a Cybertruck with flames.
No,
going forward
don't
forever.
Do that.
So don't do that. But I don't know if he's serious or not. I have no idea. He's been making this joke a lot lately because I don't think people realized he was serious about buying Twitter. But he did say before that he wanted to go back to X.com, which was his idea for an everything Swiss Army knife kind of social media app, which is, when you buy a company like Twitter, it's got good bones, even if the platform itself is full of garbage people. Well, you just get rid of them and you keep the infrastructure, which is what he did, and you turn it into something else, right? So
I'm interested to see what he does with X.com. Because I think he was planning to turn it into like an everything app.
So I don't know what he would do with Hasbro. I'm being honest. I have no idea, other than a couple of game IP. I mean, does he want to make toys? I don't know. They don't even want to make toys. So we'll talk about this. Before we get into any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfishminus.com. Help support the reef. We got a couple of signed items left. Lots of other stuff. Thank you very much. Clownfishtv.locals.com also has the podcast content on it. So this is coming from comicbook.com. I think Vinny sent this over this morning. I saw this. I didn't realize people were flipping out. I took it as a joke, but maybe we should walk it back here real quick. For those of you who don't know.
Yeah, let's explain the situation.
Let's explain. So this is the infamous thread here with Grums where he was talking about in the 50th anniversary.
Which we told you the guy had said was coming. We didn't know we actually put it in.
Yeah, Jason Tondro put this in the forward. He basically said that, the game was kind of racisty back in the day, and we know so much better now, and I'll spare you the details. You can go out and find that. But anyway, Musk is like, nobody, and I mean nobody, gets to trash Gary Gygax and the geniuses who created Dungeons and Dragons.
I hope he buys MSNBC and gives Joe Rogan a show. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Dude, if he gives Joe Rogan a show, that'd be great. I'd watch the fuck out of that, dude. Oh, it would turn MSNBC into an actual cable or an actual news network. They might have to get off of actual cable and go to like some streaming service. Because nobody watches fucking cable anymore, dude. The only people that watch cable are boomers. All the good shit is on the streaming platforms. That's where all the audience is. So they would have to actually go to one of those platforms. Maybe even Twitter. I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with Hasbro and WotC? May they burn in hell. That was the first step. The next step was, how much is it? And he asked how much it was. And now people are flipping
But if it wasn't them, it was going to be Tencent.
Yeah.
You think Tencent was going to leave a lot of stuff in there?
Yeah. Yeah, because Tencent, the only thing they're interested in is probably Magic and D&D. And weirdly, the only reason that Hasbro has D&D is it was accidental. They wanted Wizards of the Coast because of Magic, and at the time they were making the Pokemon cards. They didn't want Dungeons and Dragons. Wizards just happened to acquire Dungeons and Dragons along the way, but they did not want Dungeons and Dragons. It just was kind of a freebie for them. So now they're trying to milk it.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, they said that Musk proposed the idea on social media, and the idea of Musk owning the company that includes Power Rangers, D&D, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and My Little Pony under its umbrella has caused fans to freak out.
No, it's understandably
freak out.
Mhm.
Musk previously got people talking after he said his company XAI would be starting an AI game studio to make games great again. How MAGA of him. But this current proposal has had ripple effects through...
It wouldn't be MAGA. It would be MAGA. I'm sorry.
a host of franchises due to how many Hasbro currently owns. Well, Hasbro and Disney are end-stage capitalism personified, right? Like, Hasbro has purchased pretty much every toy company except Mattel. Every toy company we had as kids growing up, all these different game companies, toy companies, whatever, along the way,
that's
Hasbro bought them.
okay. 'Cause
That's
it's
okay.
it's not him. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not a big Elon Musk fan. Anybody
I
who
love
watches knows that Neon is. So,
I love Elon Musk. I think he's cool.
but I'm not
So I'm fascinated by Elon Musk, and I am
fascinated. That's a word.
thrilled that he bought Twitter and took a wrecking ball to it. I love that because it couldn't happen to a nice.
He said he's fascinated by Elon Musk. Now you a fanboy.
Place, but now they're all just regrouping on Blue Sky. So
He's fascinated, thrilled, and loved by in love with Elon Musk. Now you know why. One of the reasons I don't like him so much. But anyway, continue.
it's okay. You can share me.
I literally joked. I joked the other day. If I put Elon's face in my underwear, I'm kidding.
Oh my God! You used to put Decepticon logos.
I drew one on once.
See, I like Transform. Oh my God! Now I see why you're worried, because if he buys Transformers, oh no.
There's no hope for me anymore.
Yeah, there is. There's
I
always.
can't quit you. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah. So they talked about November 22nd. Musk responded to a tweet from Grums that took issue with the forward in the making of original D&D. It addressed some of the issues with the first iteration's use of hurtful language, attitudes, and stereotypes.
Not the hurtful
Musk made his opinion,
language.
the whole situation clear. Yeah, go to hell, basically. And then on November 27th, D&D project lead and Wizards of the Coast senior designer Jason Tondro was asked about the reaction to his comments. He said, "It never occurred to me I'd rouse the ire of the grognards. It's obvious now that I look back on it, but I don't take those critiques seriously even now. I
But
consider
the
those
problem is
people-
they don't take things seriously, and that's a big problem.
I consider those people not worth listening to." So yeah, the people that basically supported, it's just like Star Wars, just like all these other franchises, these legacy franchises, all these people that supported the product all these years,
Who don't like their changes now.
don't like the changes now, you're just gonna throw them away.
Yeah, I don't take you seriously. I don't listen to you. I don't care what you say. And I'm like, that's okay. Then that's why you're going to start losing money.
In response to another tweet from Ian Miles Chong about Tondro's quote, Musk responded by writing, "How much is Hasbro?" As you might imagine, that caused quite a
Oh,
stir on
shit.
social media, with Antonia Paz A sharing a burning eyes.
I just hallucinated what an Elon Musk-backed Power Rangers would look like. Ooh, bro. Why does that make me hype? He needs to buy Hasbro. He needs to buy MSNBC, and we need to take back the culture, dude.
GIF with the caption, "I just hallucinated what Elon Musk-backed Power Rangers would look like."
And a game dev studio. He needs to buy a game dev studio. He did flirt with the idea of buying a game dev studio. He should buy Ubisoft, bro. Buy Ubisoft.
This person said the horrifying realization that if he does this, Elon will own Transformers and Power Rangers. Well, they're not going to have any more trans and Transformers, I guess. That's a horrifying reality I don't want to live in.
Oh my God. They're toys and cartoons. Two, I don't think he's serious.
Power Rangers is done. I don't want you. Well, Power Rangers is done.
I know.
Right? So Hasbro, let me tell you what happened with Power Rangers. Hasbro bought Power Rangers from Saban, and then they cut ties with Super Sentai. And look, I like Power Rangers for what it is. It was my introduction to Super Sentai, but Super Sentai is vastly superior, right, to Power Rangers in pretty much every way, right? And then when they decided to go out on their own and do it without the footage from Japan, it looked like dog shit. And then The toys didn't sell well, so now they're just outsourcing all the Power Rangers toys to Playmates. So yeah, Hasbro's done fantastic. They've done a wonderful job with this.
Yeah, but you're expecting them to know that. They're not. They're just mad because they're hearing Elon Musk Hasbro, not understanding that a lot of the toys aren't even being done by Hasbro anymore. They own the IP, but they're outsourcing them to other people that are making the toys for them.
Oh God!
But if you watch our channel, you already would know this.
Yeah, we've been covering all this. So I think that what's so fascinating about this is the kind of the nexus of so many of the things that we talk about on this channel, just all kind of congealing into one place, like the gray goo of pop culture. And it's like, okay, so we've been watching the Elon Musk Twitter situation. We've been watching the situation with Hasbro destroying all their franchises. We've been watching the situation with Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons and Dragons. And that's all kind of blurring into one thing. But I want to be clear. I don't think he's serious. He might be serious, but it doesn't. I think he's just throwing that out just to get rise out of people now. Like, hey, I might buy it. Shut up, or I might buy it. Elon, stop buying and ruining everything challenge.
Basically,
this is the worst news ever.
Stop ruining what I like. Yeah. Stop changing it so it's not what about me.
If Elon ruins...
ruining everything is just making sure it's not woke. Oh, we don't need non-binary transformers, okay? Like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I'm not... I am not a male or a female. I am just a car. Brr. Like, what the fuck?
D&D, I'm actually going to lose my mind. D&D has been ruined for decades. There are many more. And while Musk purchasing Hasbro could be just something to stir the pot, you never know.
I honestly think it's just stirring the pot.
I think in this case it is. But the thing is that it actually caused Hasbro's stock to surge.
That's funny.
Wait,
because Hasbro doesn't know what the...
So Hasbro's stock took a bump. Wow, dude, that's fucking funny.
Well, before the buyer was likely going to be Tencent, which again, a lot of the changes they've made to D&D and Wizards of the Coast lately, Magic the Gathering lately, I think that they would walk back.
Yes.
If it was because considering where they were Tencent's based, I think they would walk a lot of that back. You would, and either way, it's not going to be what you've dictated. And the thing is, at the end of the day, never mind. The books are already out there. If you already have the books, you can make your character any way you want to. No one was ever telling you couldn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? The only people telling other people they can't do something in D&D is the gatekeeping people that are there now.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's just it. I think honestly, what Hasbro is going to do. I mean, regardless of whether or not Musk buys it, and I don't know if he's going to, but. I think what will happen is Hasbro will just become a rights holder company that produces mostly digital content. If people want physical copies of tabletop games or toys or any of that, they're just going to outsource all of it. Mm-hmm. I think before it's all said and done, Hasbro is going to be like Disney, and they're not going to make their own merch. They're just going to license it out to everybody, and other people can make it for them. And then they get a cut, and they don't have to deal with the headache. You know, if you make a whole bunch of Power Rangers figures that don't sell, they go to Ollie's. It's not my problem, is it? You made too many of them. You got the license from us, but it doesn't affect me one way or the other. We still get our license fee. So that's what I think they're going to do. And I think eventually D&D, I think they'll outsource it to another tabletop publisher because they want to make it a shitty mobile app. That's what they're concerned about. And then if you want a tabletop version of it, okay, fine.
They want to make D&D a mobile app? Like, it would make a better... I mean, there's a D&D, like RPG, like online game. It makes a better online game than it does a mobile app. Like, come on, bruh.
We'll just let Paizo have the license or something. They do Pathfinder. And let them have the license, and they can make D&D branded books, right? Just like other people make D&D purses and D&D shoes and D&D this and D&D... You know what I'm saying? That's what they're probably going to do. And that might actually be the smarter way to do it, because when you outsource to other companies like that, it seems like they care more about the product and the IP than Hasbro does.
It does seem like that. They're nicer made, and they seem like they put a lot more thought and effort into it.
So I'm just saying. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more.
I mean, yeah. If they spent the money to have the IP, then they're probably gonna spruce it up. They cared enough to blow the money on it. They probably want it to look nice. But if Elon Musk doesn't buy it, it's just gonna end up being absorbed into some other corporate conglomerate. Anyways, I'm interested in this game that was just sent to me. Hold on a second.
Light of Mortarum with Monster Hunter vibe.
What is this game?
Light of Mortarum with Monster Hunter vibe already looks better than Horizon Zero Dawn. Wait, this game already has gameplay out? I thought it just got announced yesterday.
Wait, it got announced yesterday? When did this... 16 hours ago. Oh, okay, so this game is new. Hold on a second.
There's gameplay? We're gonna find out. Yeah, that looks way better. See? Holy shit.
Interesting. Hold on.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
It does look really good.
I'm gonna be real, this looks good.
Wake up.
Okay.
I call you forth, the fourth breath I grant you, to live in this world which spirals against time.
I see.
What is this world, dude? Everything's machine. All the animals are machines.
Crazy how this basically is Horizon. I feel like if you told me this game was Horizon, I would be like, yeah, I know.
Horizon. Looks like Horizon and Destiny. Okay. Dude, it's like all of time is just blended together. These are like people from history with like futuristic technology. This is insane. What is this? What is this game? Yeah, people are calling it a non-woke Horizon. Interesting.
Okay. Even the grass is the same? I have no investment in Horizon. If they think that they have an intellectual property dispute with this game, then they can settle that in court. I am but a mere consumer. Their problems are not my problems.
I merely
Their
consume.
issues are not my issues. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
It bothers me not.
If the game is fun, then I play the game.
As long as the world shall live.
Yep, I just want to consume. This looks good.
It does look good, dude.
It is fair to say that because the game seems to be so derivative that it might not have a lot of good ideas itself, and it might not be a good game. I think that's very fair to draw that conclusion.
Dude.
But I do also think that
The game looks so
that's
cool.
that the robots have skeletons. That could be a cool plot device.
I had this dream where a god that blessed brought destruction.
Uh-oh.
So why can't human beings kill God?
Every JRPG ever.
Literally, dude. He said every JRPG ever. Dude, he's not wrong. You always end up fighting God at some point.
Okay.
Dude, look at these creatures.
That's really cool. I'm gonna be real. I think this is really cool.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Uh-huh.
So are the machines alive? The machines are like organic creatures. That's interesting.
I think that's really cool too. Is this gameplay? Oh, it is. That's a big boy. Okay. They've never done this puzzle in a video game before.
They do it in every video game. The gliding through the rings. I don't know why they felt the need to show that. They do it in every game. They did it in fucking Genshin Impact was the most popular one, I think. They do it all the time.
It's a dog. Okay. These are like upgrade stations, something like that? No thanks. I don't see how people, how are people being negative about the game? I mean, I'm gonna be real, like, just look at this. This is cool. Here we go. Yeah, bro, like, you got this bitch with a massive fucking hammer, a robot hammer, fighting against a robot, what's that, that boss from Elden Ring? Oh my god. Fallen Star Beast. Like a robot Fallen Star Beast? This is awesome. Is a bull? Yeah, but he got the pincers out. Like when he charges, see? Yeah, Fallen Star Beast is the same thing, but it is a bull.
It is a bull. Bruh.
Oh, it's like a gravitational thing.
Dude, this game looks sick. I would play the fuck out of this, dude.
Yeah, bro, this is...
It's probably gonna be like $60 in it.
By the way, every attack here is the exact same, just with different types of framing. That's Fallen Star Beast. He does every single attack here. Okay. Single. Bro, literally every single attack from this NPC is 1-for-1 Elden Ring.
That's probably where they got a lot of their inspiration from. They seem to be pulling inspiration from a lot of different games in this one. Let's just hope it's functional when it comes out. Yeah, I hope so. I can forgive a few bugs, like 1 or 2 bugs, but as long as there's nothing like game breaking. It does look sick. It does. It looks interesting. Like a historical fiction, like historical science fiction or something like that. It's interesting.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
Amateurs imitate, professionals steal. It's fine. You want to steal everything from Elden Ring and then make another Elden Ring? Okay. Okay, now I have 2 Elden Rings. Oh, wow.
That's a good mindset to have. Yeah. Ooh, now I have 2 Elden Rings. Right, dude?
That's okay with me. That's between them and From Software. I don't care. Yeah, man, Is it a mobile game? I don't think so.
It's a different take on Elden Ring, though. It's not like they're gonna get sued. You can't copyright a game mechanic. Just because somebody modeled their boss after an Elden Ring boss doesn't mean that they might have a lawsuit on their hands. It's a different take. Like, it's a sci-fi game. It looks like. So it seems like they might be able to dodge that bullet.
Who does that? That is an attack. I'm trying to remember who does that.
Oh, I missed the attack because I was looking at the chat.
Scions. Yes, the Scions do it. You're right.
The who?
Dude. Dude, I have not seen... Okay, alright, to be fair,
Oh,
that
shit.
one is... Okay, that's a unique ability.
Well, you get an animal... You get an animal robot companion. Oh, shit. That's a good idea. I need to implement that into my games. Holy fuck. An animal companion. That would fucking... What? I can do that shit. I know how to do that shit. Oh. See, I play games for research purposes.
Okay, that's cool. It's Elden Horizon? Yeah.
Elden Zero Dawn.
He even does it with the two swords.
Dude, that's wild.
That was clean.
That looks pretty good.
I gotta hand it to him. That was fucking clean.
that was good.
All right. All right. Here we go.
I hope there's like actual gameplay in between boss fights. Like, the thing I don't like about some games, some modern games these days, is that it's like one boss fight after another. They don't really give you room to breathe. I don't like that shit. I like solving puzzles. You know, my issue with Black Myth Wukong was that it's like one boss fight after another. Like, as soon as you finish one boss, you feel accomplished. You have about, I don't know, 10 seconds to soak in that victory before you're at another boss. Which, I mean, it's still a fun game, but, you know, give me a little bit of a break there. And then mouthwashing was just codes, just finding codes. I'm going to put this code somewhere and not tell you how to find it. So you just got to find it. No, I like games with actual puzzles in it. Like the Genshin Impact games and the Honkai Star Rail. Those games have puzzles in it. Or Legend of Zelda. I like that one. And then their dungeons work up to a boss. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just throwing you in the deep end. So I'm hoping this game is like, you know, an actual adventure instead of just one boss after another.
It was looking like this is Monster Hunter, not Horizon.
It does look dope, though. Oh, you can... Are you building your companion?
Oh, shit, wait, so you can make this bitch?
Bro. You can build your animal companions, dude? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay, I'm sold. Sorry.
5 times I erased
yeah.
you, yet still
okay.
you won't silence up.
Yeah.
How much more resurgence do you need anyway?
Steal as much as you want, bro.
Light of Motiram. Bruh. I'm sold. I'm interested in that shit. Like, dude, how much is this game? It's probably not available yet. It's probably not released. Yeah, he looked up. Yeah, he looked pretty pleasantly surprised when he found out you could build your animal companion, or your robot, your mechanical companion. I don't even know. This is a very high bar. I hope it delivers. Yeah, same. Let me do a quick search here, and we'll look for that game. Light of Moteram. Dude, what? It's fucking free? Does it say free? Oh, no. It just... Okay, no. It was misleading me there for a minute. It said free in the search, so I was like, what? But no, it's not even out yet. I can add it to my wish list. But it seems like that's it. It's co-op and crossplay. Interesting. Epic boss fights. Dude, you can build your base, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you can build a base. It's like, okay. It's like a survival game. You can still hunt and fish and shit. It's like Pal World, but with these... Dude, this is interesting. Okay. I like this. I will totally get this game, dude. Oh, it looks so good. A mechanical ruled... Oh, a mech animal ruled open world. Survive in the wilderness. Yep, you're gathering resources and shit. Mining for ore. And you're mining for ore and chopping down trees. Fishing for fish. It's got realistic physics-based building. These motherfuckers. Unleash your creativity with a free-form building system powered by realistic physics simulation. Construct a fortified stronghold or a cleverly designed shelter. Every beam and brick is subject to real-world physics, ensuring that your structures are both visually stunning and able to withstand environmental challenges. Bruh. Let your imagination run wild. Precise combat, epic boss fights. Yeah, we saw that. Journey with mechanimals at your side. Over 100 customizable mech animals await your taming and training. Whether you need combat support or a boost to production, each mech animal possesses unique abilities and growth potential. Yeah, dude, it's like fucking Power World. So you can build mech animals, and you can probably like use them to help you with building shit or harvesting resources and shit. I'm gonna add that to my wish list. Boom. It has been added to the wish list. Okay, that's sick. Yeah, dude, the game looks good. I can't wait for it to come out. When's the release date for that? Let's see if we can find anything on the building shit. I'm interested. Did they release anything on that? No. The reveal trailer just came out yesterday. Or 2 days ago. I'm interested. There's a lot of people that keep saying it's a rip-off of other games. Alright, Raven. I'm out of things to talk about. I am interested in playing that game, though. It does look really fun. So when it comes out, we'll have to do a... potatoes. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have any actual gameplay footage of any of the building shit. My recommended feed is trash, bro. Alright, I'm probably just going to shut it down. I got to get up early anyways, because I got to go do stuff at the DMV. Oh my god. I'm dreading that shit. So thank you everybody for coming out. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. We'll do more shit. Maybe we'll play some video games. So I'll see you guys later.